Hi, my name is Buddy Mills, and you're listening to Tucson by Night on the Bloodhaven Podcast Network. You can catch Tucson by Night every Wednesday at bloodhaven.com, as well as Spotify and Apple Podcast. Prepare yourselves and enjoy the show.
The following program contains themes that are unsuitable to viewers under the age of 18. The show explores and plays out specific themes surrounding violence, sexual assault, and more. Viewers' discretion is strongly advised. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tucson by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. Before we begin, we're going to introduce our vampires.
Hi, my name is Buddy, and I play Kenneth Bauer.
My name's Chris. I play Charlie Napton.
My name is Bianca, and I play Estrella Till.
And I am Balfour, and I am your storyteller for the evening. Last we left off, the three kindred traveled to Lawrence Park after encountering a group of Unbound at the Moonrise Distillery. A fight broke out, and the gang in which these two Unbound were a part of made their way towards Moonrise. While this confrontation was going on, both Kenneth and Estrella received separate text messages. Text messages from both Raymond and Calcifer, indicating a location on Google Maps, which was Lawrence Park. With haste?
Post-haste.
Kenneth rushed to KB's surplus to retrieve some weaponry. While at KB's, someone that Charlie knew knocked on the door of KB's. Her name was Alice. She was also outfitted with weaponry. As you all made it towards Lawrence Park, you discovered there are 3 cars. Both Estrella and Kenneth went searching and discovered that 2 of the restrooms held captives. Through various questioning, Kenneth was unable to determine if Raymond was the captive in the restroom in front of him. However, Estrella was led to believe that Raymond was captive in hers. With this information, Kenneth abruptly ripped open the door, revealing Raymond sitting in the chair. After a split second, an explosion erupted in the bathroom, causing Raymond's immediate demise. Estrella, discovering Calcifer was in hers. While distraught, Estrella confused as well as Calcifer, Charlie had let the beast take over.
I didn't let anything happen.
During this time, his animalistic behavior subsided, but his curiosity led him to the aftermath. Fixated on the scene set in front of him, he and Alice stood there as Kenneth, Calcifer, and Estrella discussed what to do in regards to Calcifer. Kenneth then showed Estrella how to ghoul Calcifer. These events have caused the 3 to build tension between you all. The night came to a close as Kenneth returned to KB's, as the other two dropped off their weaponry. The other three returned to KB's to return their weaponry. A short discussion between Charlie and Kenneth revealed that there is still a partnership placed between the two of you. Charlie then took Estrella back to Moonrise and provided her the number to Charlie's sire, Joshua. The next day, the three of you wake up, and I need y'all to roll me your rouse checks.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God. I'm good. Oh, thank God.
I'm not good.
Oh, thank God.
Nate.
You're good.
Nay? As in, you're hungrier now?
I'm 8.
Oh, okay, so
I
you
rolled an 8.
succeeded.
I'm good.
Okay.
Wow. I'm at 3 hunger.
3 hunger, okay.
So do I stay where I was at?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
you're fine.
Oh, I'm still at 3.
Throughout this day, Charlie, you are fixated on the imagery still. You have the option to reach out to artists if you wish, or if there's something else that you would like to do. Right now is the time to do it.
Well, first things first, I need to get a new phone.
Oh,
So-
right.
So, I'd like to imagine, as I woke up for the following evening, that I acquired a phone. Just for sake of brevity, I'd like to say I reached out to somebody who had a burner phone that they could lend me until I purchase
Mhm.
my own phone.
Yeah. Your entourage is at the ready.
Of course. And the first thing I do after activating it is send a message to Joshua,
Mhm.
a message to Alice, a message to Estrella and Bowie.
Okay.
With just a simple message. This is Charlie. This is my new number.
New number, who dis?
I already said who it is. And then yeah, I'd like to start. Already have a few artists
Mhm.
that I've reached out to
Okay.
regarding the eventual opening of the Rose Garden. I would like, I think Aaron. He was the one in charge.
I think he was the one who talked with... Aaron...
It was Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron talked with the artist, because Ryan was the one who talked to Patricia.
Mm-hmm. I'd like him to reach out a little bit more.
Okay.
Leaning more towards the abstract.
Okay.
Versus like contemporary art. For like a different section of the gallery entirely. Because the game plan is I'm going to have 3 rooms
Mhm.
with 3 drastically different aesthetics.
Okay.
Or like the art vibe.
Yeah.
And after I do that, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening just looking some stuff up.
Okay. So, as you're kind of communicating back and forth, Joshua messages you.
What day is this?
Because there's a Josh.
This is Monday the 4th?
Yes.
Okay.
Joshua messages you entailing that the location is secured.
Perfect. I will reply that I have a couple ideas for interior designers already picked out. and I will reach out to both of them and try and hash that last detail out before all the fun stuff starts to happen.
All right. And as characteristically, he replies with a thumbs up.
Fuck yeah, he does.
And during this day as well, Kenneth, your hunger is reaching you. Your anger has brought a beast forward.
Oh, yeah. That goes without saying.
You hear internally,
The next one who comes through. That's the one.
No, it's not. I've been through worse shit than this. I ain't gonna give you the satisfaction.
You know you need to feed.
I do. This is why I need to find a fucking clinic.
all right, so this is probably around 6 in the afternoon, 6:30-ish, when you've come to the realization. What would you like to do?
For now, I think what I'm going to have is 2 signs made up.
Mhm.
One of them, of course, says "now hiring" because he has to move on.
Yeah.
As sad as it sounds, he has to move on. And he's going to have another one that has the blood rose patch, and it says "I refuse" and "I reserve," and with like many underlines of the word "reserve the right to serve."
Okay.
And I stay in. I would still be technically doing inventory until I can't stand the beast any longer.
Mhm.
To which I'm going to grab my service pistol and a little something extra that I can easily put on my motorcycle,
Okay.
i.e. a shotgun, and take the cycle and find the nearest and any like quote unquote free clinic that maybe downtown has.
Okay. Yeah, because I think there's a, we'll say for story's sake,
Yeah.
that you're able to find one of these locations.
Mm-hmm.
How would you go about?
I wouldn't go through the front.
Mhm.
I would go through the back. I'd park my bike in the front, obviously,
Right.
but I would find a way to get through the back way, whether they get like some sort of delivery entrance or just for employees only.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll me a dexterity and stealth with your 3 hunger die.
Suck, because all 3 of them are gonna have to be hunger die. Well,
As long as they're not criticals.
oh no,
Oh boy.
I got 2 skulls.
Bestial failure.
Bestial failure.
failures.
Yep.
Oof.
I think it just counts as 1.
Yeah, counts as bestial failure, but
As you attempt to enter towards the back, you see as the door opens wide, you see a very thin, dark-skinned male. Hair pulled back, kind of coming out towards the back. You see that he's kind of holding like a large trash bag. This goes, can I help you, sir?
Yeah. I was wondering. It's gonna be a little bit awkward here. I'm assuming I can sense whether or not he is human, correct?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
You do not sense any
Sort
vampiric.
of. Okay.
But at the same time, you hear,
This is the first one we've seen. We need it.
I was wondering if there was a way you could, again.
We need it.
Excuse me. It's a bit troublesome, but I was wondering if there was a way you could sell me a couple of bags of blood.
you see as the guy just kind of looks at you a little quizzically and just like, dude, what? No, I can't just. What the fuck?
Listen, the only reason why I'm doing it like this is because I have someone has a kink of it. They would prefer. I just wanted to make their first time a little bit.
Listen, dude, I'm not trying to kink shame.
I know,
or whatever,
but I'm giving you some explanation here, so at least you could have maybe not necessarily relate, but kind of understand. Trying to make a first impression.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, honestly, if you want to try and get your hands on some blood, which by the way is completely freaky, you can talk to someone in the front. I'm not gonna just give you some blood.
I'm just
eat him.
I'm just used
I
to.
need it now.
People don't like when it comes to the front. They would prefer someone like with my interest go through the back. So I just assumed. That's it.
You see, as the guy kind of places the trash bag down and kind of holds onto the door, he's like, "Listen, I don't know what kind of freaky voodoo, humba jumble, BDSM bullshit that you're into, bro, but
Okay.
I got a job. Like, I'm not risking my neck for whatever you're into."
Hey man, all right, fine. I'll go through the front if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Sure, yeah, bye.
So then, oh boy,
You hear,
You've missed your opportunity.
shut up.
Our opportunity.
It's your opportunity, you motherfucker, not mine. And then I proceed to continue to fight as best as to my ability and go to the front of this clinic.
okay, so you enter to the front, and it's, very 90s looking. It's
All right, yeah, that's.
you have just the boring ass browns,
Oh.
a couple of teal colors for some reason,
All right. Oh, God.
and you see a receptionist at the front counter.
I just keep my cap low so at least my eyes are not seen. I lean against the counter and just go, "Excuse me, miss, if you could be so kind as to maybe help with an issue."
You see, as like she's like typing on her computer, she grabs like a form and she places it on top. She's like, "Fill out the form."
It's more of a.
Sir, everyone needs to fill out a form. Just fill out a form.
I grab it, sit down, try to be good. I look through the form. Is there anyone else in here, by the way? Is that just the receptionist?
No, it's just the receptionist.
Oh, thank God.
You gonna eat her?
I don't want to. So I just find a seat and just start bullshitting the questions.
Yeah, just going
Just
through.
bullshitting it, yeah. And making it, believable, but it's still just like, oh, fucking, okay, here you go.
As you finish out the forms, you again hear,
We need feed.
What do you think I'm doing?
Not enough. The prize is right in front of you.
That's not a prize. That's not a
It
prize.
takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, 2 seconds too long. Feels like a fucking eternity.
you provide the sheet to the receptionist, and she glosses over it for a second. It's just like, "You've missed a couple of lines."
Look, I understand I may have missed a couple of lines, but just throw me a fucking bone here. I will pay whatever it is just to let this go under radar.
How much we talking?
I immediately start moving through my vest, making sure the pistol is not seen for the most part, and I start counting. You hear just like little pieces of like money flipping through, and I go, "I'll give $500.
Okay, what do you want?
I need a couple bags.
Blood type?
Any will do."
Fine, give me the money.
Hand her the 500.
You see, as like she stands up, very short woman. Just
Right.
kind of like walks towards the back. Comes back to the reception. It's like, "Okay, I need you to walk to the back of the dispensary. There's gonna be someone there for your bags."
Thank you. Very, very kind of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You see, she goes back to her computer. Just
Fucking bitch. Just go out and proceed back to the back entrance of this place.
as you go to the back, you see that the trash bag is still there.
Okay.
But you can see that there are 4 bags of blood placed right next to it.
Yes. Yes. I immediately, without trying to puncture any of them, just like start like scuffling them up into a pile so I could just hold them.
What are you doing? Just eat.
Not now. Not here. Not
Just
here.
eat.
Not here.
Just eat.
No. Just holding him to my chest and running to my fucking.
Scurrying
Yeah,
out.
just scurrying. Just, no.
As you're scurrying to your motorcycle, you kind of bump into a couple who's walking by,
Fuck.
and they kind of just go like, "What the? Whoa! What the? Bro! At least watch where you're going."
Don't ask questions.
He says they kind of look at each other, going like, "What the fuck?" As you get into your motorcycle, just
Yeah, just drive back.
I still can't do a motorcycle sound.
Anyway.
What was yours? Do it again.
Anyway. So then
We're trained now.
I drive as fast as I can back to KB's through the back way.
That entire drive,
It's aggravating.
you can just hear in the back of your mind, it's beginning to irritate the living shit out of you. It's being like,
How useless can you be? It's literally at your fingertips and you're waiting.
I'd rather not, cause a fucking scene for that matter.
Fuck them all.
I tried. You clearly were there when I did that.
you're able to make it to KB's, and you park.
Park in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I'm already in my go through the back door, close it, just immediately just put all the bag all neatly at first, make it look like okay. Alright, we're good. And just start biting into one of them.
You devour the bag. Your hunger is subsided. You begin, at first you hear, "Finally, yes!" as the voice begins to fade away.
How much does one bag do?
Ooh,
I think
should
you
know
need
this.
2 bags.
I think you need
for
2 bags
one
to
hunger.
satisfy your hunger.
For 1 hunger.
Yes.
I thought it was
It's 2 to 1. Because of your potency, right?
got blood potency 1.
Somewhere on here.
Blood bag.
I thought it would be 2 for like.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
For her,
Blood bag.
For her, it's 2 to 1.
Hunger slated 1. It takes 1 turn. Slakes no hunger for vampires above blood potency 2.
Right.
So it's 1.
Yeah, just 1 bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
It's
It's
2
a
for
1 to
her.
1.
It's 2 for her.
Dos para mí.
Because of her potency.
Yeah. So it'd be 1 bag for
Yeah.
1 hunger.
So yeah, you feel it subside.
I mean, I mean, of course, considering how hungry I am, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go through all 4.
I mean, it's up to you.
No, so what I'll do is I'll take 2 bags,
Mhm.
and to get rid of that 2 hunger that I have, because I know that I can't get rid of that other one without killing
Yeah,
someone.
without killing.
So after I feel satiated to a point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the last 2 that I have and put them in a deep freezer that I have in my room.
Okay. That, Kenneth, is the majority of your day. That is your Monday. Okay. Estrella, you wake up as Calcifer is still on your couch. Though he does not look as distraught as he did last night. What would you like to do?
I would like to just kind of, rock him awake.
Mhm.
See if my poor Calcifer is still alive.
So as you kind of knock him over, you see as Calcifer flinches, like the flinch waking up, like whoa,
Oh, it's just me. It's just me.
bitch, what the fuck happened last night?
Oh. Well, Cal, there's apparently a lot that I don't know, and that we both have to discover.
Squeeze me? What do you mean both of us need to discover?
I kind of chuckle because, I'm nervous. And I don't know what else to do. I'm like, I don't know. We're both on the same boat right now, but right now we need to get Crystal on that same boat, so.
What? Wait, hold on. What on what boat? The last thing I remember was
Look.
being on a chair and blacking out.
Okay, so we want to start from the beginning. Do you want some food?
Sure. Do you have I don't know. Just give me Vegetables, something. Just give me anything.
Okay, sure. I guess I don't know.
You see, as like Calcifer like grabs the blanket and like does that like over the head like scared bit.
I run to my fridge, see what I have for human consumption.
You don't have much. There's not a lot in your fridge.
To suck, Cal.
You have a couple of stalks of celery. Like maybe an old carrot.
Hey, how does celery sound?
You calling me fat?
What? No, you said vegetables.
Oh
God.
Begins to become emotional.
I like pull out my phone and see like what Uber driver is like nearby, like
Uber
Eats or
Eats?
whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Why don't you DoorDash?
Okay, that one. Whichever one.
Touchy
Whichever one
subject.
gets me food faster. And
Drop
get
that
it-
on you. So you can see that he kind of like frustratingly just be like, I need comfort food. Give me some goddamn mashed potatoes.
What the hell? You just asked me for whatever. Okay. I look at my pantry.
Estrella, I don't want to hear no lip from you. I don't know what the hell's happening, and I need help.
I get a little furious here because I'm trying to help you, Cal. This isn't helping me.
So you're trying to intimidate him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Manipulation and intimidation.
I got a 6. Just one.
So 1 success?
Yep.
All right, so you can tell like Calcifer is not easily manipulated. He is fairly scared about what's going on right now.
Understandably. I'm like annoyed. I'm annoyed. Cal, I'm annoyed.
Girl, you're annoyed? You don't know anything. I don't know anything.
Yeah, and why am I the one staying calm?
Because you're the boss. You're always the boss. You're the one who's always calm.
And you don't think I'm tired of that? As I start to like get a little bit emotional, but I'm not crying. I just like get emotional for his sake to like get him to chill the fuck out.
As the screaming continues, you then hear like on your apartment door.
Oh my god, who the fuck is that?
Just I don't know. Just
Casper,
deal with them.
Shut up. Go into the bathroom or something. Go in the bathroom. Go in the bathroom.
I'll fix myself up.
Okay, yeah, I have makeup in there. Go. Cover those black circles, those underbags.
Yeah, so Calcifer goes to the back. Do you open the door?
Thank God we're the same complexion. Yeah, I do.
You open the door, and you are welcomed by one of your cooks. You're like, hey, Estrella!
Oh my God, what?
You can see that it's
Ron or Walter?
It's Walter. It's Walter.
Yeah.
What, Walter?
It's like, we heard some screaming. We're just checking like a well-being call or whatever.
How'd you
it's
hear
called.
screaming?
check.
You should be cooking. You can't hear anything over cooking. Why do you hear screaming?
Estrella, come on, man. It's only... Oh, shit.
Walter, what the fuck?
Just making sure that everything's fine.
What time is it?
It's like 7 o'clock.
Walter, it's 7 fucking p.m. How are you not cooking at this point?
I can cook if you want me to.
Walter, of course I fucking want you to. What do I pay you for?
Huh.
Get downstairs and get those orders out before I just...
You
start to
got it,
hesitate
boss
a little.
lady. I'm on it. You see as he turns around.
I just roll my eyes and just kind of like... And I just slam that door.
At this time, Calcifer comes back, and he's kind of dolled himself up a little bit and looks at you and says, well, I guess I'll just go back to my job for you.
Calcifer, you're not even on the schedule today.
Doesn't matter. I need the money.
Whatever. Wait,
Respect.
no.
Respect the
Calcifer.
hustle.
Respect those.
Calcifer, I can't have you breaking down in the middle of service if you're going to be thinking about this.
That's the whole point, Estrella. I don't want to think about it. And if I get some cute guy's number, it'll be fine.
Look, Cal, if I learned anything from living over 100 years, it's that you can't ignore your problems.
out of character.
He's pretty
wow.
talkative for a ghoul. Like
And,
back talky for a ghoul.
But is he still ghoul?
Yeah. For a month.
Oh.
If you say
But
you're not
mentally-
working tonight, he's not working tonight. Like that's just he's gonna listen to her, even if it causes him injury or death. Like that's what ghouling does. I was sitting here reading it the entire time.
He's over there
I'm
like,
like,
wait
oh my
a damn
god, he's
minute.
talking back a lot.
He is sassy. He's equally as
very
sassy as when
sassy.
he's...
He's Calcifer. He still has a personality.
I feel like that can't break. I feel like maybe that should just be him. Maybe his
Yeah, that
sassiness
could be
just
him,
can't
but
break.
like it's
There still has to be that line.
yeah.
Oh,
there's
okay.
a line that he
Yeah, but
cannot
also
cross.
she doesn't know, like,
How to control
how to
it,
control her
per
ghoul.
se, unless she really
But to be
focused.
fair-
But yeah.
You're not on schedule today. That arguably should
He would
be enough.
at least have second thoughts about it, if
Yeah.
anything.
You wouldn't be so like, no, fuck no.
Yeah. He'd be like,
Okay.
well, you know, kind of something that would make him change his mind. Not
Yeah.
completely,
It
but
doesn't have to
something.
be a drastic change. It could be like a progressive one, but he has to start having like those second doubts or second thoughts
Mm.
Right.
about stuff he'd normally be against because Estrella's the one telling him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So should we just erase that little bit right there?
Yeah, we can redact it.
Okay.
That's what editing's for.
Fix it in post.
All right. Read.
Yeah, so after telling him that he's not on the schedule, you see as Calcifer kind of takes a deep breath and calms down a slight bit.
Okay, listen, Cal. I mean, I'm just as lost as you are. I have no idea what's going on, but we're gonna figure it out together, okay? He told me he was gonna give me homework, right?
Yes, he is going to give you.
Look, I'm gonna get some apparent, quote unquote, homework.
You see as he kind of rubs his eyebrows a little bit. He's like, what do you mean, homework?
I don't know, Calcifer. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just as lost as you are. We need to figure it out together. I don't understand the whole ghouling phase at this point because this is the first time I ever do it to someone.
Right, no, you have no idea.
So I'm just I don't know what to do. I start to panic a little. I'm panicking a little.
he kind of grabs your hands for a second. He's like, girl, me too. Just deep breaths.
Okay. Okay.
So the majority of your Monday is kind of sitting with Calcifer and talking him through this new phase that he is going through. You guys kind of find a middle ground, and you explain to him that Charlie is going to be providing some strong information for both of you guys to kind of understand your position.
Okay. Okay, Cal.
Did you say what?
You're the one who offered.
Homework's for one person, not for both of them.
At this
Yeah,
point,
but you don't know that.
I don't have Ghoul 101 written down.
I love my ghoul.
Yeah, sure. You can ask questions and I can
Yeah, I
answer them.
bet you do.
So your guys' day
He allows it
away
every
from
once
each
in a while.
other has been very therapeutic. It's been nice to not feel so tense around other people, other than Charlie. Charlie, how do you feel?
I'm still in my weird ass headspace
Okay.
from the night prior. I know what I need,
Mhm.
and I know how difficult it can be to get it. So my looking stuff up was only I was only half paying attention to it. I'm more trying to figure out the logistics of what I need to do to bring me back to my level that I'm normally operating at.
Okay.
It
How would
doesn't
you
have-
How would you like to go about that?
Well, when I get my new phone, I reach out to Aaron, to Ryan, to Jeremy, to everyone really.
The whole gang.
Yeah. Looking for a plug for a tab or two of acid.
You send that to all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the ones that I know that partake in it.
Yeah. You get a lot
See
of...
if they have any on hand, or if they can get some for me and I pay them for it.
You said that was Aaron who?
Aaron, Ryan, Jeremy.
You get a quick response from Ryan saying, I got you. Give me 10 minutes.
All right.
Sick. Oh, wait. You see as the black Escalade comes, you can see as one of the doors is a different door, different color.
I give him enough money for a replacement and a paint job for the door.
Right.
Sorry.
Aaron ran over a dog.
That was a dog lamp.
It's a dog. Oh, man. Sorry.
You can see it. It maxed out on the recording.
Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
God. All right.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Are you happy now, you little whiny baby?
He is. Look how messy turned to me.
It's all right. I didn't specify. It's whatever. Where the money was going to go towards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll cut that out.
So you receive your drug.
Good.
Are you going to partake?
Not tonight, no.
Okay. So the rest of your evening kind of consists of the same, trying to figure yourself out.
I'm gonna kind of look for a frat party going on, not tonight, but tomorrow night.
Okay.
See if anything's like scheduled, or like any house party in general. If anyone in my group knows.
Yeah, so texting around, there is a girl, Brianna. She texts you kind of the details. There's a party happening tomorrow down on Euclid. The party's probably going to start around like 10 o'clock or so.
A lot of basic names. Brianna.
It's a college.
It's a college town.
I'm surprised you're not looking at your boys at Kappa Theta Gamma.
I didn't get any of their numbers.
That's fair. All right.
No, I just had a good night.
Debatable. It started good.
Yeah.
Ended in a little weird place, but
While you're kind of inquiring about all this, you then get a text message back from Ryan.
okay.
Asking about the farmer's market tomorrow. Saying
Oh fuck.
there is a celebratory thing that we have you set for. Apparently it's supposed to happen around 8 o'clock for your appearance tomorrow. It's right off of I-10 and Broadway.
Okay.
He says, confirm?
Yeah, I want to say as I was reading the text message,
Mhm.
I saw the farmer's market tomorrow, and I was like, going through my email. I'm like, did I get an email? I was like, yep, there it is. Oh, I already said I was going. Like in text form, I was like, I already said I was going. So yeah,
Sounds good, bro.
yeah. Well, in and out, half hour maybe, and then
All right.
Brianna's at 10.
Yeah.
This is me telling him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the response towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So that kind of settles down. Between, like, towards the later part of the night and early morning, where is Charlie? What is Charlie dealing with?
At the end of the night?
Mhm.
Holed up in my room. Haven't really left it since I came home the night prior.
Okay.
Other than to go pick up the substance
Mhm.
from Aaron when he got here. And then immediately back. I'm still
Perfect.
looking up some things. But now that I have that part of the problem solved, I can focus more attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way the majority of your night
Mm-hmm.
settles into.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where you're researching and kind of figuring stuff out to the point of exhaustion to where you fall asleep.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
I need y'all to roll me a rouse check. There are 2 reds.
Hey, I'm good. Oh.
Reds. Yeah, just
Yes.
Oh, okay. I looked at you so like, oh no.
Same roll.
2
Mine had
saves.
fangs.
A rat.
So I'm super okay.
Nice, man.
You're so okay.
I'm just like, yes.
You are so good right now.
Chris, was yours a success?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got
I
2.
somehow avoided
Damn.
that nightmare.
Both 9s.
Holy shit.
I know. Ha.
I was
not
already
jinxed.
prepared to deal with the other alternative,
Yeah.
but now I don't really have to worry about it so much.
You 3 both wake up early evening.
Hmm.
You 2 are presented with today's newspaper of Tuesday the 5th?
Fifth.
Yes.
There is a large article titled Lawrence Park, Death Bomb? In this large article, you find out that Lieutenant Tyler Cooper is investigating the events of Sunday evening. It is said that they believe there's a connection between the drug crisis in Tucson and the body has not yet been identified.
Sorry.
Are there any other articles that pique your character's interest?
That dog lamp.
Okay.
So weird. Also the oh shit, where'd it go? Oh, the Monster Energy Drink one. The
Okay.
monster has risen.
Mhm.
I'm like,
A little strange.
add that to my bar.
Yeah, so the dog lamp. Estrella, you kind of look on your phone a little bit further into the story. You find out. You find out that Jamie's parents are very renowned doctors within town. The father is a shoulder, arm. Oh God, what are they called?
What?
Is it something to do with ligaments?
Hand, shoulder,
Oh, tip of
hand,
the
arm,
tongue.
and shoulder doctor. Fuck,
Tip of the
Oh.
tongue.
Yeah, I don't know.
what are they called? Audience, need your help. What is it called? The doctors that like focus on your shoulder, arm, and hand.
Orthopedic.
Orthopedic doctor.
Right? No? Oh, damn.
Well, orthopedic, blah, 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 shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand.
Yes.
I think it
He's
just
that
has to
kind
do
of
with the
doctor.
tendons
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general.
He's that kind of doctor, and the wife is a pediatrician.
Wow.
You looking through a couple of articles referencing the Rockfords, you find out that this is not the first time that the family has been in the news for a robbery.
Suspicious.
Mhm.
Suspicious.
Looking kind of sus.
Little weirdos.
And the monster article, the only thing that, kind of piques an interest is the tail end of the article, talking about Amy Johnson, who famously went around YouTube discussing discussing, I can make it there, the satanic symbolism with the brand.
I'm excited for that one because I think to myself, all right, I'm getting all the college students in, but I want to try to get the millennials in. And
Oh,
that's
like the
one way
like
to
the
get
fresh
them in.
breeds.
Yeah, that's one way to get them into my
Okay.
bar.
And Kenneth, are there any articles that pique your interest?
Other than the fact that the U.S. trade war thing is still going on, considering with the motor vehicle industry, other than the fact that he's concerned because he used to own a 1948 Chevy Fleetline at one point, but of course that had to stay somewhere, so he stayed with the he stayed with the motorcycle, so he doesn't really care as much, but it's still concerning. He is more worried about the Lawrence Park article, and it still doesn't hurt, but it opens the wound a bit more so for the fact that they couldn't identify him.
Mm-hmm.
So in this process, I get a pair of scissors and I cut out the Lawrence Park article.
Ooh, okay.
And I open a small drawer, put it in there, and save it for later for something that he tends to do.
Fair enough. So looking at the U.S. trade war article, it does pique your interest a little bit more where you begin to research a little further into. This is the second time you've seen an article discussing this. And you find out that Mexico and Canada have created a trade agreement between each other and have left the U.S. out of some very important resources. You see that there's now discussion regarding the two coasts of the U.S. and engaging with possible pirates from both countries.
He somewhat, if he was ever in the motor industry, he can see this as a profit for him, but it still makes a interest in the back of his mind in case if something crosses his path. Maybe someone is missing a few vehicles here and there, but if he really wanted to, it's more so that he'd rather focus on the shop for now.
Okay. And at this point, you're looking at your phone and you realize that you have missed a text message from a new number.
And I read it.
And you read it, and it is Charlie's new contact information.
I add the number into my phone. And I'm assuming it just says what he said previously. So like, got a new phone and all that. So I just send a thumbs up in regards to the message.
Estrella, you also have missed the text message from yesterday. But after going through your phone and researching a little bit more, you also see the text message.
I reply with an emoji.
What emoji?
Which one?
I don't know. I want it to be specific.
Hands Calcifer the phone. Give an emoji.
You know what? Good
Girl,
idea.
who
I give it
is
to
this?
Calcifer.
It's
Get it.
Charlie. Ooh, I know what to give him.
Oh, you give it to
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
give it to Calcifer?
That's a great idea. Yeah, I give it to
no.
Calcifer. I'm like, I don't know, respond something.
Kissy, 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 kissy. Heart, 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 heart. Winky face.
You send it?
Yep.
Well,
I
that
have-
doesn't help with my little
I half expected the
Now
eggplant
I have
emoji.
a little love
I
triangle
won't lie.
going with Jeffrey.
I was waiting for
and-
like the
I
face
was-
with the eggplant and water.
Yeah, that's what I was kind. I was kind of hoping for that. I was like, oh shit, where he's going?
This
I'm
is
sitting
better.
here.
Now I'm like, oh no, what about Jeffrey?
I'm sitting here on my computer just looking stuff up.
Yeah.
I see Bowie's. I'm like, all right, cool, sick. I see Estrella. I'm like, the fuck?
How do you want to respond?
I don't.
Okay.
Good.
I don't. That's just a me thing. I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird.
Like, how strange.
Oh no, I do respond. It'd be like question mark, question mark, question mark. Send, and then I have your homework. Send.
Do I see this or does Cal
Calcifer
see
still has
this?
the phone. He's like, woohoo! Kind of homework you got?
I
Wait,
kinda, like,
and then like he has like a split second. He's like, oh man, that's the thing you were telling me about yesterday, huh?
And I just like snatch it from him. I'm like, what the hell did you send?
You read through the thing. Yeah, it's like, oh, man, I thought it'd be fun.
What the hell, Cal? Jeffrey's in my life now. Well, but then again,
Girl, you haven't even talked to him. What are you talking about?
I know, but still, as far as he knows, I'm interested. So, but I just kind of ignore it, and I'm like, oh, ha ha ha. Sorry, wrong person. But yeah, great. Hope to get that work soon.
Here's a shovel. Have at it.
I put a little shovel emoji if there is one.
Oh my god. All right.
My phone's like face like screen down.
Okay, so you don't see
I'm
it.
trying to ignore it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm still doing stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh yeah, I have something for her. I'm going to tell her real quick.
Understand.
Okay, anyways, back to what I'm doing.
At this point, Charlie, what are you doing?
Well, is this the start of the day? Start of the evening?
Yeah.
For me? I'd like to pick up where I left off on my research regarding morgues, not necessarily in Tucson,
Okay.
but in the surrounding area, so as to not arouse suspicion.
Okay, yeah. So doing your research, you do find there is an area just past Marana that has a fairly large setting of individuals. It's pretty far from major roads. There's a single road that leads there. Right off the freeway. But it takes about 15 minutes from the freeway.
That's fine. I'm going to not bookmark the page, but I'm going to copy-paste all the information onto a Word document, save it, transfer it to a thumb drive, take the thumb drive and leave it somewhere in my house.
Okay.
Somewhere hidden.
Okay. Do you yourself want to place it?
In my house?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. No, I was just verifying.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I had no
I'm
idea, but-
leaving it somewhere. I'm gonna leave it in my room. Honestly, that's probably like the most secure place I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, just stash it away for
It's hidden.
for later. Yeah,
It's it.
and I'm gonna look at my clock, watch, phone. What time is it?
So you were researching right when you woke up, right?
Mhm.
So this is probably around 7:30. No, I'm sorry, not 7:30. Like 6:45ish.
All right, and then I'm gonna group call. Actually, I'm just gonna call Ryan.
Okay. 1 second. What do you want?
I can wait.
You're gonna group call Ryan and
Nah, just Ryan. I'm just calling Ryan.
Oh, okay. He answers. He's like, "Hey, bro, what's up?"
Hey, you about ready to get going to the event?
Oh yeah, man, that farmer's market,
Mhm.
dude. I got my new Nikes. It's gonna be great.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You better look your best, because you best know I'm going to be looking my best.
So I got you, bro.
right.
The entourage is gonna be there. There's probably gonna be about maybe 12 of us. Just that there's a good amount of people there. You know, gotta make it good for the press.
Of course.
Hopefully they'll tag us. You know, whoever it is. Hopefully that bitch from the Tucson Press isn't there.
Hopefully they spell my handle right.
Bro, yeah, we saw that. Like, what the fuck? This is like the third or fourth time that they fucked up your tag.
In a row. I think they're doing it on purpose.
Someone's out to get you, bro.
It's gotta be.
But yeah, we'll head over that way right now, and we'll see you. You're supposed to go on at like 7:30 or some shit like that.
That's what I heard.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Yep, sounds good. Later, brah.
Bye. Hang up the phone. Get my own personal car ready because I have my own car. I just usually don't use it.
What kind of car do you have?
It is a 2018 4Runner. Kept in immaculate condition. Paint's perfect.
What color?
This one's going to be a gunmetal gray.
Ooh,
Yeah.
slick.
Custom, not painted, vinyl wrapped.
Custom plate?
Nah.
Okay.
No. I have a vanity plate that's in my room,
Gotcha.
but I don't leave it on the car for just
Security reasons.
to try and like not stand out as much.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to get into your car. Tinted windows, of course.
Limousine tint.
Yeah. And you begin making your way towards the freeway. You're able to make it there in about 20 minutes or so. Right off of Broadway. Park your car. You are escorted to like a backstage like area. It's like a makeshift stage for the farmers market.
Yeah.
But you're there. You are greeted by 98.3's Rocket Suzette. You see, she's a petite Latina with long black hair. Kind of looks at you like, Charlie, wow. How are you, dear?
I am just peachy. How are you doing tonight?
I am far better now. Here, let's take a picture. You see she like grabs her phone. Takes a selfie.
I go, put her phone away. Grab my own phone.
Oh,
This is going on the Instagram.
beautiful. I love it. The two of you take your pictures. You begin to mingle a little bit around people who are there.
Any influencers I recognize?
Not immediately.
Okay.
These are local influencers, quote unquote. In the sense of they are more focused on radio plays, radio advertising.
Okay.
You see a lot of like voice actors of the sort, but nothing that's like majorly like national influencers or anything like that.
Okay. All right.
So the beginning kind of starts off with a local band called Eclipse. You can hear as they're playing some 90s rock and roll, trying to get the crowd excited. Excited. You see that the clientele is far more on the older side.
I figured.
You see as Patricia comes up and begins to announce individual guests. They have short little Q&As that don't last too long. And then she introduces you, saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Charlie K."
I walk up, graciously accept the microphone. I'm assuming there's a microphone.
Yes. There's a guest microphone, and she's holding one as well.
Oh, perfect. Walk up, give her a quick hug. Really, thank you for inviting me. I'm so glad to be here. Off the mic. This is me talking to her.
As you hug her, though, you feel familiarity coming from her.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say to her? Sorry.
Oh, thanks for inviting me to this event. I'm glad you reached out to me.
She says, "I'm very glad I'm finally able to meet you." You guys kind of...
I'm going to gamble.
Okay.
Give her a toothy grin. Away from the audience.
Yeah, like while you guys are kind of
like
shaking. Yeah.
Like, give her a hug. Like, still like holding on to her kind of as I'm saying, "Oh, there you go, I'm glad to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for inviting me." Flash a little toothy grin. Get one of the fangs out.
Yeah. She smiles at you.
That's all I needed.
Yep.
That's all I needed. I let go of the hug.
She presents you in a very formal manner. You guys have a short interview going back and forth. She asks, what prompted you to become a national traveler?
Well, you see, I grew up in Colorado. And
You hear like one dude in the back be like, "Woo, represent!"
I point to him. You meet him like, hell yeah, brother. And I grew up in Colorado, and I realized just how beautiful that state was. And it made me think, there's got to be other beautiful places out there that don't get represented as much in media.
As you finish that sentence, she says, "And what finer place to represent than Arizona, right?"
There's something about the Sonoran Desert. It's just, it's its own beauty. Can't be described. Can't be compared.
I couldn't agree more. You guys can kind of continue this conversation back and forth for about a good half an hour, to the point where like everyone in the back is kind of getting pissed off because you're kind of running into their time. But you guys finish the interview. She shakes your hand graciously. She says, "Everyone, please thank Charlie K for his time. Make sure to follow him. Where can they follow you?"
And I'm setting up for a selfie facing the crowd.
Yeah, this crowd.
And just giving like just a peace sign and pop. And then like, oh, you can follow me at Charlie K on Instagram. That is CHRLIE_K.
You
on
hear
Instagram.
You hear as Patricia says, "Sierra, did you hear that?" She like looks to the side, and you can see as she's like, there's a woman who's writing down notes, and you can see the Tucson Press on her shoulder.
Just give her a little bit of a grin. Be like, it's all right. Everyone makes mistakes. Just try not to do it again.
You see she's just wide open, just continues.
Aggressive.
Go off the stage.
Yeah, I'm like, you walk off the stage and
have a mini panic attack. It's something about, it's different to going to places with me and maybe a couple other people. It's a whole nother story standing in front of a large ass audience.
Yeah.
Especially with the headspace that I'm currently in. Like, I'm putting up a facade.
Right.
I have my professional side, and I have my personal side.
Right. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's a lot to process.
As you come down, you see as a couple other people are kind of giving you like dirty looks and stuff, but you can
Smile
see
and wave.
as your entourage just kind of comes up to you, just like, "Dude, some good PR, bro! Like, oh my god!"
Yep.
All right, bro. We gotta celebrate because this is gonna be on tomorrow's headline or some shit. It has to, right? Like,
I saw the Tucson Press here.
Fuck yeah, dude! We're in. We're in.
I point to Ryan. Brianna's house party.
Bro, I got you. You remember those guys the other night at Moonrise?
Oh, the Kappa
Theta Gamma. Yeah, bro,
yeah.
we invited them too. It's gonna be wild.
They were monumental.
Honestly, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, let's
excited.
get on going. We got a couple cars. Oh yeah, you drove.
Yeah, I brought my own.
Okay, cool. You want to take Josh and Aaron maybe? We gotta go pick up a couple people.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, cool. We'll meet you there then.
Yep.
They shoot you the text or the address and everything like that. At this point, what are the two of you guys doing?
Have I had anyone come in regarding the sign that I have out in front? The two signs that I have out in front?
Yeah, so you get a couple of college kids in throughout the day, throughout the afternoon.
All right.
The first one is like a scrawny white kid, super short white hair.
All right.
You see he comes in with like a Slipknot shirt.
Good take.
Kind of looks up. Yeah. He's like, "Hey, bro, saw the sign out front.
Mm-hmm.
Said you needed help or some shit.
Yeah.
Here's my resume."
Well,
He kind of like tosses it towards you.
all right. I'll let the door hit you on the way out.
Dude, what the fuck? You're not even gonna watch it or read it?
considering the fact on how you're acting to me, boy, I'm not gonna fucking hire you.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's not like anyone's gonna want to fucking work for your fat ass anyway.
Watch your fucking tone with me.
Well, I mean, you're lost, bro. He grabs his resume and walks out.
Good fucking God, what's wrong with these people?
The second person comes in, and it's a broad-shouldered woman.
Okay.
She has a short brown hair. She's wearing like a leather overcoat.
Okay.
Walks in, just like, hey, I saw that you guys needed help. What exactly are you guys looking for?
Well, my previous employee had to be let go. I say this begrudgingly.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of need someone to hold here during the day. And need someone here most of the day, because I will try to work the nights here, but it's mostly going to be a kind of like an overnight shift. You start at a certain time of the day, and you're going to end at night whenever I either tell you to or when you feel tired.
Oh, wow. That sounds kind of intense. A little,
Pays well.
How much we talking?
Considering the extremities of all this, I'm willing to, let's say, you'll get paid every week, and you'll get about $350 a week. Maybe more, depending on what you sell.
Ooh, so we're talking commission?
Yep.
Well, if you look at my resume, see how she, like, hands you this, like, very nice resume.
This one I'm actually going to look
very
through.
formal.
Yeah.
You can see that her name is Cassandra.
Okay.
She is...
With a K or a C?
With a K.
Of course it is.
I had to
Why
make
wouldn't
sure.
it
I had to
Can't
make sure.
trust her.
be? No, that's a shifty individual.
She is 32 years old.
Even
Alright.
worse.
She has 12 years of customer service / retail
Holy
experience.
Fuck. All right.
And she says, you know, if the commission pays well, I will gladly take the position.
Perfect. Just one more question for you. Usually, what's your most go-to when it comes to a rowdy customer? And I'm talking like somebody who just came out of, we'll say, fucking Chase, wants to be a smart ass, or decides to, you know, like, I want to see what you have.
I don't take shit from anybody.
I like you already.
You come into our store and want to cause a ruckus, I'll kick your ass out myself.
What a woman.
You know what? I'm gonna bump you to $450 a week plus commissions. How does that sound?
That sounds like more of what I deserve.
Sorry.
We deserve, huh? All right. I'll take that into consideration. I'm assuming you also saw the second sign that was out there of reserving the right and having a symbol on there, correct?
Yeah, isn't that a biker gang in town?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, do you have a problem with bikers?
That one specifically, yes, I do.
Okay. That's fine with me. You know...
You seem hesitant.
Well, no. I mean, my boyfriend's a biker and affiliates himself with people in town, so just got to make sure, you know, that I'm not stepping on any toes.
Yeah, all I ask is this, that they can be served, obviously, but it is a reserve the right, considering the fact that, well, considering one pulled a gun on me, but we won't go any further than that.
You see as, like, her eyes kind of go like, okay, I understand.
So, but if they start acting too mouthy, or just you don't feel the vibe, as the kids say now, just go ahead and show them the door. No issues, no hassle.
Sounds fine to me. When do I start?
Start right now. I have to take care of some other business, so this works.
Well, I can't start right this second, because obviously I wasn't expecting to start a position right now.
All right, well then when can you start?
I can start tomorrow.
That sounds good with me.
All right. She gives you a business card. She says, my contact information on my resume is outdated. This is my business card. You can reach me at this number.
Okay. I put the card into a little pocket I have on my vest.
All right. She begins to walk away, and she says, "I'll see you tomorrow."
See you tomorrow.
Estrella.
Fascinated by her.
Honestly.
I
Why
was
is
like,
your
damn.
contact information on a resume outdated? You should be updating that shit every couple months.
Yep, can't trust her. But you
Yeah,
might. I don't know.
shady.
So, this is the next day, right? Or is
This is
This is
Tuesday.
We're on Tuesday right now.
This is the day of the newspaper.
So I have the newspaper just, sitting there on the counter.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of looking through my freezer, seeing if I have any blood to drink up.
Microphone.
Oh. So I have the newspaper just sitting there on my counter. I'm looking through my freezer, seeing if I have any extra blood to drink. Just because I want to. I noticed the heading of the newspaper, O'Malley's to be reopened under new management.
Mm-hmm.
This piques my interest.
Okay.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
see
like,
it. The very
So
top.
is there... I know it says to reopen.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere else in the newspaper, like an article about it, or that's just it?
Nope. It's just a headline.
Piques my interest highly, because I remember that guy
Mm-hmm.
that was running out and got hit by that car. So I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's interesting. That was really fucking quick too, to be honest. It's only been like a week or two?
Yeah.
been about
It's
less than a
been
week.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's been 5 days.
Hold up. Even crazier to me. I'm like, wow, that's really weird. I mean, and then I think to myself, because I'm a little bit conceited, I'm like, wow, if I died, I really hope nobody takes ownership that quick. But yeah, I'm interested in that. So I keep that in my head. I just start getting ready for work because I work this day, and so does Cal and Crystal, because Crystal needs to be cooled as well. And that's kind of like within my plan at this moment. I'm thinking about how am I going to tell her that I have to do this.
Okay.
And I think, okay, well, obviously I have to pull Calcifer in on this as well. That way, he can tell her, reassure her, it's okay.
Calcifer kind of...
That's what's in my head, at least.
Oh, okay. You haven't told him?
Oh, no. This is what's in my head while
Okay.
I'm getting ready for work.
Okay. So you continue getting ready for work, and you begin to head downstairs. As you reach downstairs, you see the cooks begin to... Or, I'm sorry, not to begin to. You see as the cooks are in the middle of cooking. You also notice that there is a new cook.
On whose watch?
You see as... Is it Raymond? No. What? Fuck. What's
Walter?
their names?
What?
Walter and Ron.
Ron. You see as Ron is just like,
Feel
hey, Estrella, just letting you know we have a new cook.
Okay, Ron, let me stop you right there. Who gave either one of you drugheads the authority to hire this person?
Well, I mean, like, you said you were going to fire one of us at one point anyway, so we just figured that we might as well beat you to the punch.
What made you think to hire someone else?
I
could have worked in the kitchen. Cal could have worked in the kitchen. Crystal could have worked in the kitchen. These foods are not hard to make. It's fried, greasy ass shit
You
that
see
you
as
humans
Ron
eat.
is kind of like dozing off with his mouth open, just like,
I just kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, God damn it, Ron.
he's like, looks at you, he's like, well, anyway, his name is Travis.
He's like standing right next to me while I'm talking shit about this.
Yeah, you see as like, you see a fairly skinny dude, kind of balding a little bit, and he's like, hi, I'm Travis. I came from O'Malley's.
Oh, what? And I, like, my mood totally shifts. What?
He's like, yeah, I mean, I've known Ron for... Damn, Ron, what, like 6 years? Or that?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You don't say. What's your name again?
Travis.
Oh, gross. Okay, so... Travis, tell me, what exactly did you do at O'Malley's?
I was one of the cooks. I have experience, with like
Did you have any
food and junk.
Oh, yeah, that's great and all, and I really appreciate you being here. But what can you tell me about O'Malley's previous managers?
Hold on. I need to reference the other article. Where the fuck is... It's on the other side.
Classic.
Beautiful. Oh, man, you're talking about Jack, right?
I don't know. Was he the owner? Manager? Who
Yeah.
was he?
Yeah, Jack's the owner, man. Well, I mean, I guess was the owner. Like, now it's some other dude. And, like, dude, he fired everybody at O'Malley's, which is bullshit. Like, they always talk about, like, we were a family and that, like, they'll always be there for us. And then, like, boom, everyone's gone.
You don't say. That really sucks.
Yeah, that's why I was super stoked that, like, Ron told me that you're going to be hiring someone new. And that's why I was like, yeah, bro, I need a job.
I'm really glad that Ron took initiative. And you know what? I'm really glad to have you on board. I'm really not. But I can see he can be of use at this point, thinking I can get some information from him. So who are these new owners anyway? Did they mention a name? I mean, did you see a face?
I mean, I didn't. Like, one of the new managers came in. He was freaky looking, too. Like, he had a very pointy nose. Very, like, have you seen goblins? Like, goblins, man. That's what he looked like. He looked like a goblin. Like, not like the green stuff, but more of, like, just facial structure. Just very bony. Like,
Just very sharp?
yeah, it was freaky.
You don't say. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, I mean, they just came in and fired everybody. He said something about cleansing or some shit.
You didn't find that odd in any way? Just wondering. Well, I'm Travis.
Dude, I mean, I've been let go multiple times, so...
Travis, do you do drugs?
I don't know if that's an appropriate
Travis.
question.
Walter and Ron do drugs. Do you do drugs?
Oh, so it's super chill here? Fuck yeah, dude.
God damn it. So, like, I start to question whether or not his information is reliable or not just because of that specifically. But still, I mean, that's still in the back of my head. I think it's really weird that they have new managers, like, right away. So I don't discount anything he said. Welcome to the team, Travis.
You see as Walter, Ron, and Travis all go like, yeah! Slap hands. They're like, woo! Alright. Should I, like, start cooking or something?
No shit, Travis.
You see as Ron goes, yeah, you're part of the team. The three of them begin to start making orders that are coming in.
Good.
Whispers at the table.
Oh no, secrets.
We're not there.
Yeah, no.
This
is like out of
Player with
player,
players
yeah.
speculating.
That's
it.
Charlie, at this point, you have all arrived to Brianna's house.
Fuck yeah, we have.
It is a fairly small house off of Euclid.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
And there's a lot of people coming.
Have the Kappa Theta Gamma people got here yet?
Not yet.
Oh god. Oh no.
You guys pull up to the house, and there's
I parked down the street.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to get blocked in.
All right, fair enough. All right,
I might have stuff to do tonight. I'm not trying to get blocked in.
You parked further down the street, and you enter through the house. The house is about a 4-bedroom area with a open kitchen that leads into the living room area. You can see that there is
open floor plan. Nice,
Yep.
nice. Very modern.
You can see that there is a small DJ table with some big ass monitors on the side. As there is a shit ton of people inside of the house at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty packed. You begin to socialize a little bit. You meet up with Brianna. You can see that she's fairly toasty already.
Yeah.
She's like welcoming you in. She's like, "Oh my god, Charlie! I cannot. Oh my god, yeah, I can't believe you're here. It's gonna get wild tonight." Like, okay, so listen. There's a guy, right?
Uh-huh.
I think his name is Daniel or David. I can't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, he's gonna be coming in with like this rose petal thing, lapel maybe. He's gonna bring some of the hardest shit that we've ever taken.
Blood.
It's gonna be awesome.
Mm.
You know that she's referring to some hardcore drugs.
Oh, yeah.
With a smile, she says, just keeping a lookout for him, and if you end up talking to him, just let him know that Brianna sent you, alright?
Of course.
Alright. Enjoy the party. Enjoy the party.
Thank you.
You're, woo! Let's go!
And Brianna, before you go enjoy your own party, I'm just letting you know. I don't know if you've heard, but Kappa Theta Gamma is planning on making a little bit of an entrance.
She goes, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Oh no. I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
You see she kind of like looks a little panicky for a second,
Yeah.
but then starts running into other people that she knows and kind of gets lost in the train of
Lost
talking
in
to
the
people.
sauce.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Well, at the same time, you kind of follow suit and people begin to talk to you as well.
After the whole interaction with Cassandra, I am not going to set up for clothes for now.
Mhm.
Go in the back room, take out a carbine. It's not like any semi-automatic. This thing can go full auto. I'm going to have it to where the sling is like across my chest or diagonally across my chest so that the weapon stays on my back with the barrel pointing downward.
Okay.
And after I close up, I head out the back. Yeah, get on my wonderful... Oh, go ahead.
As you head out the back, you hear, "Hey, Mr. Bauer."
Can I ask who's back here? Because last time I checked, this is technically private property.
You see on the fenced area on the opposite side,
Mm-hmm.
you see a flash of a badge.
Great.
You
All
hear,
right.
It's Lieutenant
Cooper. Travis Cooper.
Lieutenant Tyler Cooper.
Oh, well, fancy meeting you here, Lieutenant. How can I be of service?
Like I said before, we have a lot of questions. And I was patrolling the area
Okay.
and figured I'd stop by and just check in with you.
Well, I appreciate it. Almost like a wellness check. You mostly don't send officers out to do that. It's mostly the grunts.
This is true. But
So why are you really here? Cut the shit. Actually, tell me why.
fine. You're a man of honesty, as I'd hoped you'd be. Wanted to let you know first that the body that we found, the remains that we found,
Okay.
were of Raymond.
I don't look at him.
Mm.
My gaze goes to the ground. And I just keep part of my mouth covered because I'm somewhat growling to myself and showing fangs, and I don't want him to see that.
Mm.
So I'm just like, okay, so that's where he went. I was hoping he would come back to work at some point.
I know this news is a little disheartening to hear, but
Right.
as an officer, I need to ask the question.
That is.
Do you have any idea as to why he was there?
I never got into his personal life. Yes, he may have been an employee of mine for a couple of years, but I may have considered him a friend for a work friend, but we never really did anything outside of that. So whatever he was involved, he never really told me.
Understood.
Is there anything else?
No, there's nothing else for me. I just want to thank you for your time. And I do want to apologize for the news.
Yeah. A quick question. Just before you leave, I heard it through the grapevine. Don't really know much, but I did hear what sounded like a shootout near Moonrise.
Yes, there were, I personally was not there, but there was a shootout with a local gang, a biker gang.
Okay.
There were police involved, a couple of casualties.
Any of them civilian?
I'm sorry?
Any of them civilian?
Unfortunately, yes.
All right.
I know that 4th Ave has a very tight-knit community with the business owners, and I'm assuming that you'll know about those who fell relatively soon.
Sounds about right.
Is there anything else, Mr. Bauer?
No, none. I just need to find a way to process the news of Raymond. That's all.
I understand. Well, I hope you have a safe evening. Again, if there are any other questions, I'll be sure to call.
Eyes open, ears up, Lieutenant.
I heard that. See as he walks away around the corner. And we're going to take a short break right here. We will be back shortly to continue the story. This podcast is brought to you by Bloodhaven Entertainment. You can visit the Bloodhaven store for t-shirts and more by going to bloodhaven.com. At bloodhaven.com, you can check out our other podcasts, the Bloodhaven Podcast and Tales of Ioibos, our Dungeons & Dragons adventure. Subscribe to the website today and join our community by going to www.bloodhaven.com. Now, back to the show. And welcome back. We left off as Kenneth had been questioned by Lieutenant Tyler Cooper. Kenneth had readied himself to leave KB. Kenneth, where are you going?
I'm going to Moonrise. That's where I'm going. And on my motorcycle, just...
It's already calling in that favor.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
No.
Kenneth, as you make your way towards Moonrise, you see as the main street is completely barred off. You see that the sidewalk is still open, but the street itself has been closed off.
Is there a lot of foot traffic on the sidewalk?
Yeah. There's quite an amount of people.
Who doesn't love murder nowadays?
Garrett.
Makes life it makes it less monotonous.
How far am I from Moonrise with it being barred off?
You can park like on the right side where like further
parking.
down Tucson High.
Okay.
Like, you know where like the stadium ends?
Yeah.
A little further down is where you can park.
That's where my sister parks whenever she goes out to 4th Ave.
That's where I park too.
Or park every
It's a
time.
great spot.
Yeah, so then I'll park it then.
Okay.
And
Not the one
then go
that's
on
red.
foot. I don't
All
care
right.
if anyone stares or what I have.
No.
Okay, yeah. So as you begin to make your way down the sidewalk,
Yes.
there's a couple of people like eyeing you, and you pay them absolutely no mind. You walk through the doors of Moonrise, and you can see that there's a fair amount of customers inside.
Mm-hmm.
Estrella, where are you at?
Well, I'm still... Well, I'm at work.
I
Yeah,
know.
but
where are
in
you at?
terms?
Oh,
Are you at the bar? Are you at the kitchen?
I'm at the bar.
All right, so you can hear a couple of your customers being like, "He has a gun. There's a gun. Whoa, there's a gun. What's happening?" You turn your attention to the door, and you can see Kenneth walk through as he has is it a medium-sized rifle?
A carbine?
Medium, yeah, carbine.
On his back, walking through.
I'm a little shocked.
Yeah. It's an M2, so.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
I'm a little shocked. I try to play it off as like, oh yeah, that's our security guy.
A firearm.
I forgot I still have the coaster. I never gave it back.
Nope,
Yeah, I know.
it's still on your hat, right?
Yeah, it's still in my hat. So I was just like, I just do nothing. I just lift the bill up so she can see more. And
You
I
can
just-
hear as a lot of people go like, oh, thank God. I thought we were going to die. You see as everyone continues drinking their drinks.
Gullible fools.
I say nothing, but I just make eye contact with Estrella and go towards her office.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you see as Kenneth bypasses you, Crystal, and
Calcifer.
and makes his way towards your office.
I immediately follow after I notice the eye contact, the strong eye contact. I immediately follow back there. Hey, what's going on? Why the hell are you carrying that thing into my bar?
I've carried worse in here.
Okay, well, people are freaking out there. What's
Who
going
gives
on?
a fuck if they are?
I give a fuck. This is my business. I've already had 3 murders happening out there?
It seems like a running theme with you.
Whatever. Customers don't seem to really care anyway, which I find
They
really
think I'm
fascinating.
security. Thankfully to you, they think I'm security, so I mean, I'll play it off as that. By the way, you still owe me for throwing out 3 people that night.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't think so, because you just walked in with a rifle in your hand, so no. What do you need?
You really want to fuck with me there?
Look, what's going on? What is it?
Who else have you told? I
What do you mean?
already know Calcifer knows. Who else knows?
I haven't told anyone else.
You're telling me no one else knows
okay.
about you? You
Okay.
just literally told us that.
Okay, fine, Crystal.
Get her in here.
What?
I eventually just pull out the knife, my K-bar out and place it on the table. Get her the fuck in here.
What are you gonna do to her?
Do what I did to Calcifer.
What? No.
Yes,
no.
I am.
I haven't even told her yet.
I don't fucking care. Get her in here.
I like stress.
Yeah. So you walk out and you call Crystal in. You can see as, she comes in, she's wearing her tight blouse again. Walks in and is like, what you need, Estrella?
Crystal, shut up. Come in here.
Fine, God. She walks in, she looks at you, is like, oh, you're the new security guard, right?
Ew, stop it, Crystal. This is business.
Okay, fine.
And not that kind of business, if you're wondering.
I'm not that slutty. What do you want? What? I need to go make tips. What's going on?
She's surprisingly very trustworthy, just saying.
Clearly. So, before I do this, do you have something that you can sustain yourself with? Because this is going to take a bit out of you.
I try to think back. I have 1 bag of blood in my freezer.
Yeah, but you need 2 in order for your hunger to subside.
Should I just make it 2? Or can I just
No,
eat...
you only have 1
you
left.
Only have 1.
Should I just eat Travis? Oh shit. Okay. Can this wait until another night? I mean, I only
No.
have 1 bag in my freezer.
No. I have 2 back in my freezer, but I don't know if I really want to go back here.
Oh, would you rather me eat her? Oh, Crystal, just...
You see, yeah, she's like,
Crystal, just
What?
turn around, hum a tune in the corner.
You heard your boss. Go do what she
Come on,
says.
Think of Britney Spears. Think of
Come on.
Godney.
Hop to it.
you see how she reluctantly just turns around and is like,
What do you want me to do?
You know exactly what I want you to do.
No, I know exactly what you want me to do. How can I do it when I can't do it?
Look, I take the carbine off me and I lean it up against the wall. All right. So, shouldn't take me long to come back then. If that's the case. I'll begrudgingly let you have the last 2 packs I have left. Considering the fact that, I had to worry about my own stuff. But hey,
I just need 1 extra.
1 extra? Okay. Alright, that's fair. Keep her in here. Don't fucking leave until I come back. Is that understood?
I think it's... Okay, fine.
Thank you. And then I just post-haste immediately run
just
out.
go out. Okay. So while you're making your way down, Charlie,
Yes, sir.
You are enjoying the party.
No, I'm not.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm hunting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How
I
would
am
you...
looking
Mhm.
for a female, preferably.
Mhm.
Male, if unable to. It's whatever. It doesn't really bother me. I'm not that picky.
Mhm.
I am looking for someone that seems to enjoy party drugs.
Okay. On your pursuit, you hear in the distance the faint rhythmic tone of Kappa Theta Gamma.
Oh, God, they're already here. Yeah, dude, that's sick. These guys are crazy.
You
I don't care.
similarly see in your hunt a younger gentleman wearing a white button-up shirt, wearing a rose lapel, making his way through, talking to everyone around.
Similar to my clan.
No.
I don't want anything to do with him.
Okay. A few more moments go by and Kappa Theta Gamma has made their presence known. You hear as the loud, obnoxious group of 12 men enter through. Looking around, you see a sporty young female.
Mm-hmm.
She is socializing amongst her peers, but you're very fixated on her.
So there's something about her that sticks
yeah,
out.
There's something about her that you are immediately drawn to, that you cannot take your eyes off of, while still conversing with other people.
But it doesn't seem as though it is of supernatural means.
Correct.
Okay, it's just... I notice her.
Right.
Okay. I'd like to make my way towards the group.
Mhm.
Wait for a semi-appropriate time. Like when there's like a slight lull in the conversation, like
Yeah.
a pause, to introduce myself.
Okay.
Is it just females? Females and males?
It's an assortment.
All right, sick. I'm gonna walk up, wrap my arm around that one female,
Mhm.
and then the person to her direct left, and be like, "Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? You all having a good time?"
You see as both of them look in your direction.
As I pop off.
Ooh, okay. They are now very much enthralled by you. They're saying the night is young.
Mm-hmm.
The night is full of excitement, especially now that you're here.
Well, I aim to please. I'd love to keep nights exciting.
You see, as the two girls kind of giggle, they both look at each other for a second and look at you. And what kind of fun are you into?
I'd like to turn to the general crowd
Mhm.
and just tell them, enjoy the party. Pay no attention over here.
You see, as everyone begins to mingle amongst themselves, and the uproar of excitement continues once more.
And as soon as I see that happen, right back to the circle of friends.
Okay.
Like, oh, what kind of fun am I looking for? Maybe the chemical kind? Maybe the fun that can only be shared like this? Maybe, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. What kind of fun are you two looking for?
They kind of look around for a split second, keeping their eyes interested on you, and you can see as the brown-haired girl brings out a thick bag of white powder. Well, we got something fun right here.
Counter offer, and I pull out the small baggie with the tab of acid.
Yep.
Give it a flick as I pull it out. Be like, how about this kind of fun?
You see as she grins and there's a small excitement to her face. Why not both?
That sounds like a dangerous cocktail.
We like danger.
All right. How about we go try and find a little secluded corner for us?
The two girls then grab onto your arm and begin to guide you, with your permission,
Of course.
towards the back area of the house. They open the back door, and you can see the back area has like a shed, and it's not a very well kept backyard. There's some shrubbery and a lot of like old tools, like old garden tools set around. Nobody in the backyard, though. It seems like everyone is kind of placed inside. The two girls say, "Is this secluded enough?"
I'll give a quick look around. Are we the only three out here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think this will do nicely. And I want to activate Blush of Life,
Okay.
which is a rouse check.
Roll it, boy!
I do not succeed.
Oh.
This works very well for me.
What level you at?
Hunger 3.
Hunger 3. You begin to hear whispers. You hear playing with your food is never a fun time.
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun right now.
I eagerly await.
And you shall be rewarded. And at this moment, I'm going to take the tab, put it on my tongue, and then go to kiss the one girl with the baggie. But I'm doing it, like, obviously.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to be sneaky
Sly
about
or
this.
anything.
Yeah.
You just straight
Like,
up just
put it on my tongue, hold my tongue out, look at her, raise an eyebrow, grab the back of her head, bring her in for a kiss.
you guys interlock as her hand is moved towards her friend. As her friend grabs onto the packet and begins to open it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see as she begins to lace her pinky finger nail.
I'm going to turn towards her friend and be like, how about you give us 5 minutes?
She grins for a second. I will be back.
I look forward to it.
She places the baggie right next to you guys.
Mm-hmm. I hold on
And
to it.
makes her way back inside.
Just making sure this is like perfectly obvious. Transferring the tab from me to her.
Right.
Okay, just making sure. And I want to wait. We'll stall until I start to notice the drug's starting to take its effect on her.
Yeah, you can see as...
While still holding on to that bag of Coke.
You see as her face becomes a little far less tense.
Mm-hmm.
And begins to sway slightly. Her movement is a little odd. And she sits down right next to you, trying to rebalance herself. She grins for a second. Says, "Wow.
I much prefer this kind of high."
You see as she's sitting, she's still kind of like waving back and forth. This is far different than I've ever felt.
And at this point, I will tell her, like, oh, you haven't even gotten to the best part yet. And then trail of kisses from the lips to the side of the mouth to the jawline up with a slight blow into her ear and then down her neckline, following the jugular.
You hear as she begins to slightly groan in excitement.
And then the second I find that perfect sweet spot, like my favorite spot to feed from, I sink my fangs in.
You hear the slight exhale. Oh, that's an inhale.
A gasp.
Yeah. As you begin to feed on her. She is...
2. I'm going for 2.
Okay. You see as she begins to faint slowly.
And I want to say, as soon as I feel that I have the appropriate amount of food, I have to will myself to release.
Okay.
For fear of killing.
Yeah, of going too far.
Mm-hmm. Of taking that extra step that I do not need to take.
And
I immediately, as soon as the fangs retract from her neck, just a quick lick to seal the holes.
Right. Do you need to expel a willpower if you're pulling yourself away like that?
Probably not for a hunger 3.
Right.
Maybe for a 4 or a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to pull away.
It takes a
a
lot
lot of
like,
energy.
I have to practically force myself.
Right.
Which is whatever. I'm okay with that.
After your hunger though, you feel stronger. And that's kind of what pulls you away from going too far with her.
Did I succeed?
Yes.
Okay. And I am high as a kite.
Oh yeah. Because you're just as high as she was. A few moments go by, and
as soon as I'm done, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Back into the house.
Well, as you begin to make your way inside of the house, you hear in the distance, "Woo, woo, woo."
That's fine.
You enter into the house, and you can begin to see a lot of the partiers continuing on.
I want to say the first person I run into,
Mhm.
I'd be like, I'm gonna take that bag that I got from the 2 females, and I'm gonna approach someone and be, hey, I feel like you need this a little bit more than I do. Hope you have a good night. And I'm gonna hand it to him.
Ho ho ho! Okay.
Awe is technically still on.
Yeah, because you haven't dropped it yet, because it's still the same scene. Yeah. Immediately, just kind of hand in hand, be like, "Oh, bro, Thank you so much.
Hey, don't mention it. You have a good night, okay?
Oh, I definitely will.
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay, I was like,
I'm going out the back door again.
Okay.
Because I heard the sirens.
Yeah.
I'm not so far gone that I don't
Understand.
that I can't comprehend exactly what's happening.
Right.
And what's the fence situation like? How is this house separated from the others?
So there's a staircase going down where like the platform, like the landing is at, where you guys were at. The fences is like a U shape. I said it earlier. The shed is in the far right corner. And then along the... Huh?
It's a credenza.
Stop making up words.
The left side is filled with like different garden tools. And then in the very back, there's a couple of like miscellaneous crates.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fencing is like a wooden fence.
Yeah. I'm going to... make my way over to the random crates.
Okay.
That are behind this house for some strange reason.
Okay.
Fashion myself a little bit of a staircase. Going over the fence.
Okay. I'm gonna want you to roll, just because you're a little high.
A little high.
A little high.
Chasing the magic dragon.
I want
following
you
like the fractals that is my hand as I'm moving it slowly.
I want you to roll a strength and athletics.
Two successes.
2 successes. Okay. It takes you a little while, but you are able to fashion up a makeshift staircase where you're able to walk over this fencing. On the opposite side, it's like a small alleyway.
Perfect.
You
That's
make your
great.
way down.
And what direction is it going? Cardinal. The alleyway. Is it east, west, north, south?
So you're down on Euclid. So the house is on the right side, which is facing. It's facing east. So
it's a
the
north-south.
alleyway is north and south.
I'm gonna head south.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start walking.
All right. So it takes you a little while to exit out of the alleyway, but you do reach the main road.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear that the sirens you can assume, are now in front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But if you continue on, you can find your car. Nothing's obscured or anything.
I'm gonna open up my phone, send Aaron a message. I would like to have done this as soon as I got over the fence.
Yeah, as soon as you entered the alleyway.
It got in the alleyway. I'm gonna send Aaron a message. Be like, cops are here. If possible, can you get my car? The keys are in the usual spot.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna wait for a reply. Phone goes back into my pocket. And then I start walking south.
Okay. At this point, you've made it to KB's. And you've grabbed...
I grabbed one blood bag that I had. And not really worrying about a ice bucket or anything. I just kind of tuck it however I can in my vest and just make my way back.
Okay. So as you exit out of KB, you see towards O'Malley's a group of individuals that are kind of loitering on the corner of O'Malley's.
Have I ever seen them before? From
haven't
my
seen
distance?
these. Yeah, from where you're standing, you can't make out too much detail, but it seems like a group of maybe 8 people that are dressed in very dark clothing.
I get immediately curious, and I walk past it, but I'm not like really examining. I just like, if I'm a bystander, just holding my vest and everything, and just keeping my head down as I not walk past like in front, but like from the opposite side walk.
Yeah,
walk past.
the opposite end, like
Oh,
the side that you're on.
Giving idle glances and such.
Okay, yeah. So as you kind of make your way, you can make out that these group of individuals, they seem to be talking in a very formal fashion. It's hard for you to really make out sentences because you're so far, but you can make out, formal sentence structure.
Do I pick up any certain words that may not necessarily raise suspicion, but it's like okay.
It's not really suspicious. It's more of intrigue. Just because people down forth
don't really talk formally at all.
Yeah. So it's just strange to pick up on formal phrases.
You said there was 8 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And you continue making your way towards Moonrise. Do you continue to the back?
Yeah, I pay no attention to what's going on in the front for right now. I make my way back because I have a mission to do.
Okay. You enter through Estrella's office. You see as Crystal and her are you guys talking, or is she still stuck in the corner listening to Godney?
No, I'm talking to her. Poor thing. She's an idiot.
So she's asking, what the hell was that about?
So I tried to fill her in as much as I possibly can. Just, what I do know in that I inform her, hey, I did the same thing to Calcifer. I'm going to have to do it to you.
You can see that she's, very confused. She's not, the best that you can describe to her, she's still very confused about the situation.
Crystal, it's do or die.
What?
Am I hearing this conversation when I'm coming in?
No, at this point, you come through and you can see that, the two of them are conversing, but you haven't heard the conversation.
Yeah. So as I come in, I eventually take out the blood bag that I have and place it on the table. All right. Ready for this? I sure as shit ain't, but I have to do it. Well?
I think, I don't know, Crystal, do you understand?
You see she just kind of her eyes are wide open and is like...
Crystal, I need you to drink my blood.
She's not responding. She's very much confused and shocked.
All right, listen here, loose lips. I'm going to make this as simple as I can. You know what she is. I pull out my pistol. And I can stop that right quick.
Hey, wait a minute.
Shut it. You had your chance to talk to her. If she's not answering, I'm doing it my way. I'm going to help you. Just let it be for now. You know what she is.
Just listen to it.
You're not supposed to know. I can kill you for that. And no one wouldn't be the wiser because I'm doing the masquerade a favor. I don't want to do it, but if it means that...
You're going to kill me?
Just not yet.
No, Crystal,
I'm
he's
giving...
not.
Shut it. You had your chance to speak to her, as I said.
I mean, you can't threaten her.
Yes, I
She's
can.
gonna freak out even more.
Anyway.
See as her eyes begin to gloss over a little bit.
Crystal, where the
I'm
hell
doing
have you
this to make you understand. You know what she is, and you have to drink her blood at this point. Otherwise, well, I could just put a bullet in you and really...
Look, she didn't know any of that, okay?
She's gonna know now. Alright, you know what? I put the hammer down and put the pistol on the table. You know what? I made a choice a couple nights ago. Calcifer was kidnapped, taken to Lawrence Park along with my employee. Calcifer decided to make himself my fucking employee and get mine killed.
We should still have to talk to him about.
Wait, what?
Crystal, look, again, do or die.
So I'm gonna give you a choice. Either you get a bullet to the fucking brain or you drink her blood and you'll be protected. So that what happened to Calcifer, or God forbid you end up like my old employee. That will never happen in the future. Do you understand now?
You see as, like, the glossed eye is kind of dried. And she looks a little perturbed. She looks at you, Estrella, and says, if this protects me and my family,
Oh, it does.
then I'll do it.
All right.
So,
What do I have to do?
all you have to do is just drink her blood. I immediately, since I still have the knife on the table as well.
Just imagine it like a shot you're taking.
A very irony shot,
Yeah.
sure.
You can do some lime after if
You
you need
wanna
Is it
you wanna
thick?
give me your wrist here, or do you wanna do it yourself?
to. I guess I'll just have you do it again. I've never actually.
Give it here. I
Hand
take
it
her wrist. I just immediately slice the wrist of her left hand or whatever she gives me. All right,
Right.
Open your mouth and drink.
You see as she, like, kind of reluctantly, like,
And then I start to just press the wound up to her mouth and
Just
squeeze
imagine
a
an
bit,
iron tablet.
and squeeze a bit of blood down her throat, or mouth. Excuse me.
she begins to suck, and you can see as her eyes kind of bulge in the sense of seeing and feeling the new effects. It takes a few moments. She looks around and looks at you, Estrella. You see, she kind of like knocks her neck back a little bit. Says, "This is different."
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, get back to work. Get out there, serve those people like you always do.
Okay. See, she kind of like turns around, closes the door.
I can't believe you made me do that.
Well, you have no other choice now. Now I'm gonna say this again.
She
now,
looks like a zombie.
I don't fucking care. She's your problem now. Now, let me just. That timid fucker doesn't also know, does he?
Who, Timothy?
Yes.
He's none the wiser. Don't worry about him.
I want you to look me in the fucking eye and tell me he does not know.
I'm being serious. He really doesn't
Okay, good. Three's a crowd. Three's a fucking crowd.
know.
So, I just like, you wanna, I like look at her wrist. You wanna do that yourself? I did it last time and it's too much for me.
Look.
Or not.
You're bleeding, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you,
Well,
just to like,
I don't know, it's really weird. Because
Kind of put it behind my back.
also,
I think kindred have to, like, will their vitae to show.
that's true.
Well, okay, maybe... Because I'm trying to think of the wording for it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they do bleed, but very minorly.
Yeah, like,
But
paper
unless
cut.
they're trying to give someone their blood, they will their vitae to flow through.
Right.
So my wrist is just like drip drip, not.
Oh, it's not your wrist, it's your hand.
fork.
It's
That's
like,
a wrist.
My hand.
It's like
Oh, is it
drip.
wrist?
yeah, I said her
It's
wrist.
like the major artery.
Artery?
through there.
Drip.
Yeah, just drip.
Drip drip.
Very, very slowly.
It would take some time, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's, I'm just not sure about the wording, honestly.
It's alright. The rules don't matter.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm joking.
No, you're good. I don't care. It's your story.
Isn't that what it says in the book, though? I mean,
Yeah.
That's what I said.
But there's a golden rule where the rules don't really matter. It's up to the group as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As long as we're all okay with it.
Commutative. Anyway,
So are you gonna clean that up there, or?
Take a peek at my wrist. Just go to one of my many drawers in my desk and pull out a band-aid and...
No!
oh yeah, because you don't know.
No! You don't do that.
What?
Just lick it like a kindred. It seals it. You know, I can't believe I'm showing you this. I then take the my caper again, and I make a big line across my hand, enough to where, not too much, but just it flows out, You just, and I glide my tongue across it and show her as it seals right up. That's how you do it. You don't use a fucking Band-Aid.
That's wild.
Hey, oh my god.
Oh wow.
Maybe I should have asked for that fucking boon from you.
I'm all excited and I lick my wrist because I'm like, oh, I want to see that in action.
And you see as the slit in your wrist begins to heal after you lick it.
Holy shit. Okay, but what did you expect? I had no idea.
I don't know. I thought you would at least known in your fucking life if, you had a wound of some sort that you couldn't, I don't know, necessarily do with, like, you weren't there.
I'm a careful person. Oh, well, kindred. I don't know. What am I? Am I even a human?
You're a human to an extent, but no, you're a kindred, or people like to say fucking vampires, but that's besides the point.
Okay, well, my point is, I've been very careful all my life. What can I say?
You say you've been careful all your life, but then you have 2 of your employees know what you are. I don't consider that careful.
Honestly, they're the only ones who I've actually ever known.
Why them, though? That's my question. Why them?
Maybe I got tired of lying.
Oh, sweetheart. We all get tired of lying about it, but we have no other fucking choice.
Well, maybe you don't, but again, I don't know anything going on. How was I supposed to know?
Well, now you do. And
now I do, and I can't take it back. So what do you want me to do? Other than what you just made me do?
Watch your fucking tone with me. And as I put my...
No, keep going.
As I put my hand on my pistol, you forget...
No.
Okay.
I'm calling her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Your phone begins to...
Remember,
ring,
you...
Bowie, hold on. Hello?
Estrella, hey, so...
What? Where the fuck have you been?
What's up?
Tell Bowie I was taking care of my problem.
He was taking care of his problem?
Oh,
I'm good
okay.
now. I'm assuming you're both at Moonrise?
Yeah. Why? What's up?
Well...
We're kind of dealing with our own problem.
I have something for you.
Ooh,
And
what? I don't know if it's something good or bad.
Homework.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's things you need to know. You're at Moonrise right now?
Yeah, we're in my office.
Okay, I'm on my way. Give me 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
Alright, well.
And I'll be there.
Okay, just come back through the kitchen. Bowie will be here in my office.
In the process,
Sounds
just to
good.
calm myself, just...
Also, he has a gun, so...
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
I have a gun too. Bye, Estrella.
Alright, see ya.
And I hang up. I'm
As you
getting an
hang up-
Uber set up.
As you hang up, you receive a text message from Aaron. Says, taken in.
I reply, I appreciate it. I think I'm going to call it a night. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
And then I get an Uber. No. I get a Lyft.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
Wait.
take long. Oh.
Yeah, I get a Lyft.
It doesn't take long for you to be picked up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not far at all
Mhm.
from Moonrise, so it takes maybe 10 minutes or so.
Perfect.
You enter through the back area. Oh, I'm sorry. You go through Moonrise and you can see both Crystal and Calcifer. You see as both of them are fast paced with the customers, kind of keeping pace with each other. There's some good synergy happening in Moonrise.
I'd like to imagine I picked up like 20% of that. I'm still sort of doing my
Yeah, a
thing.
little trippy.
Yeah.
My brainless soldiers.
And
You,
then my eyes
much.
catch on to Calcifer. And then Crystal. Wow. Calcifer. as I walk up to the bar.
He goes, "Oh, my pretty boy.
Hey.
Welcome. What can I get for you, Prince Charming?"
I'd like. And then I put my hand on his.
Mhm.
And then kind of like moving my fingers like that across it. Just appreciating the tactile sensation.
Mhm.
Is Estrella in?
Of course, she's right in her office.
Pat him on his hand. Stand back up. And just walk.
You open the door to Estrella's office and you see Bowie and Estrella sitting waiting for you.
Hello?
Well, hey.
Good
Hi.
evening.
Hello.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Do I notice anything off with him?
You notice that the cadence in his voice is strangely
Huh.
formal.
Hey, kid.
Yes.
What fingers am I holding up? Don't think too hard.
Is he high?
Those are two very ugly fingers, my friend.
Is he drunk?
No, he's...
My pupils are saucers right now.
Yeah.
They're so dilated. You can't see the color in my iris.
I put the pistol down after that little interaction.
What the hell? Why are you high? You think I wouldn't know this? My cooks are always high.
Yeah, Estrella, you see his eyes are very similar to Ron on a good day.
You look like Ron.
What'd you take,
Damn
kid?
it.
Huh?
What'd you take, kid?
Blood.
No shit! I mean, like, what was in it?
Oh.
Sure as shit ain't nothing nice.
LSD, sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Acid.
Charlie Kane's a fucking hippie, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit.
Okay, why are you even coming here? Why are you here? What's up?
Yes. And I start patting, and I'm like looking,
I should just put him to work with my line.
trying to
I wouldn't.
find, what am I looking for?
What did he called you, obviously? What did he say he wanted to give you?
Nothing. He didn't
Nothing?
say he needed to give me anything. Or,
And I'm like,
No, yeah, he did. My homework. He said homework.
As you say that, I pull out my notebook. Leather's such a nice material. And I open it to, there's a tri-folded bundle of papers. And I'm not going to fold it because it's going to go in a whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I unfold it. Yeah, this is for you.
Okay.
And I hand her 4 sheets of paper.
Very detailed pieces of paper.
I'm in my seat. I'm shaking from laughing.
The title.
I was very proud of that.
What is the title, Estrella?
So you don't know shit about vampires. Question mark. Oh wow. Okay.
Honestly,
Some nice paragraphs going on in here.
the most important, Estrella, the pertinent information is on the second page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like look
you
through
should read all of this, but the second page, the traditions.
Oh, you went that route. Okay.
There are 6 traditions. You
Bowie.
guys are complicated, aren't you?
Yes, kid. How can I help you?
I don't know if you know this,
Oh, I already know.
but the Toreador created the Camarilla.
Don't remind me, kid. Please.
So of course I'm going to hold that near and dear to my heart, even if I don't necessarily agree with some of the things.
Apparently you have to agree with it since you fucking wrote it down.
I had to ask a bunch of questions myself. There's a lot I know,
And there's a lot you
But there's
should-
also a lot I don't know.
Hmm.
There's a few things I should know. But I have access to that information.
Can I just say, this doesn't really apply here. That just cracked me up.
Oh, yeah. Well, for you,
Oh,
specifically.
Charlie, you receive a text message
I noticed.
from Joshua. Kenneth?
well, consider in terms of knowing things, I think I stumbled upon something while coming back here that both of you may know. Just don't know how well you'll retain this information, kid, because acid is a trip, no pun intended.
Oh, I know how to handle my own, my friend.
Apparently.
As I pull out my notebook and grab a pencil that I just have, and I'm like,
Oh,
I want to remember this, don't I?
fair enough. As I was coming back, I saw a group at O'Malley's. About 8 of them.
What?
Yeah. When I got the bag, I walked past O'Malley's and saw 8 people out in the corner.
I like dropped the stack of papers on my desk. I'm like, did you guys see the newspaper this morning?
Huh?
Well, this evening.
I only paid attention to what I needed to, sadly.
I don't
O'Malley's has new owners.
read the newspaper.
That's a little weird considering when I saw that first night of the shooting.
Oh.
I don't like register that she's just not acknowledging what I said. So I'm like, oh, she must not have heard me. Estrella, I don't.
Spit it out, Charlie. Sorry, he's on drugs.
he's fixated on his hand right now.
I don't. Oh, sorry. I don't. I don't read the newspaper.
Bauer. Did you see the newspaper?
Bowie.
Sorry.
Yes.
Bowie.
I only paid attention to the stuff I found important. What happened at O'Malley's was none of my concern. People get shot every day.
Okay, well, you didn't see what I saw, though, afterwards. There was this guy running frantically, actually from the direction of your store, if I remember correctly. And,
You're pointing fingers now.
well, I'm not sure who's responsible, but he ran the opposite direction, and he got hit by a car, and they just took him, and that was it. It was just strange and bizarre. I mean, right after the shooting, he had to be the guy, right? And now there are new owners? Don't you think that's a little weird?
Oh, look, all I know is...
All within 5 days?
All I know is that when I went past O'Malley's on the opposite side of the sidewalk so they wouldn't really catch much of me, there was 8 of them. They all dressed in dark attire, and from what I could gather, they were speaking formally. Like this is something I would maybe hear like in high society or whatever the fuck you want to think. So it's rather weird.
Camarilla?
I hope the fuck it isn't.
Are you even listening?
He is. That's why he asked a question.
He was just looking at his hand.
I'm listening. I'm also seeing things.
We're happy.
I take my hat off
I'm seeing that you don't take your homework very seriously, Estrella.
and rub the bridge of
How
my
can I
nose.
be doing it right now? I'm in the middle of
It's the
working,
way
and you
you-
guys are here.
Children! Enough!
Ah!
I have something for you.
Can it wait? Let me speak first.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll wait. It is important, though.
As I said, group of 8 of them, dressed in all dark, spoke formally. If it is Cam, I don't want it to be, but if it is, it's gonna interfere with a lot of things. A lot of things.
For you?
Yeah, for me, for TPD, for whatever the fuck else pertains to them. I have, you all know my business. You know
Do
what I
these-
have.
Hey, real quick, do they wear fedoras? By any
Did I even
chance?
see that?
I mean,
No.
sometimes... Well, so
no.
the thing is that a lot of Camarilla elders are a few centuries old. So their fashion sense can be pretty
Dated.
Dated? I'm speaking in character.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, well, I'm telling you guys, this was really weird because the guys that I saw run this poor shooter over, backing up, and they did it purposely too. This wasn't an accident. They purposely ran over this guy. They got out. They had fedoras on. They just grabbed this poor dude, not poor dude, he just killed someone, but they threw him in the trunk, and they just drove off.
Okay. So.
It's weird. And then. Wait, I'm trying to remember if I heard the conversation or not.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was watching this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he just, he was yelling that he did what they wanted.
So it has to be. I fucking hate when people are right.
Could have been a punishment.
So
Suicide mission that he wasn't supposed to succeed in.
So why'd they lie to him? I mean, not that I should feel bad for this guy, but...
That's how the camera reel works. That's how they run their business. They give you false hope, false sense of security. And as I'm saying this, I'm looking at Charlie when I'm saying this.
If you've already betrayed their trust.
The
second mission is always the suicide mission. If you can't pass the first test, what makes you think they'll give you a second one?
But he did what they wanted.
That doesn't matter.
Could have been his second job, regardless of how well he did. They wanted him gone.
So they killed two birds with one stone, as you can say. Got rid of whoever was part of O'Malley's, and then they got rid of him.
Part of O'Malley's?
Well, you said someone got shot, and saying new management, so I can gather that it had to have been a manager or the owner of O'Malley's at the time.
That got shot?
I'm going off of what you're fucking saying!
Look, I'm just trying to put the pieces together. This is all
and
news
so
to
am
me.
I.
Ah!
Look, if it's Camarilla, we're all fucked to an extent. Maybe not you, because whatever the fuck you and your...
I have plans.
Yes, but your plans tend to be more on the artistic side.
Yes, but also...
You'll be more in their good favor than I. They find
if
that
what
out.
I try to do comes to fruition, yes.
Oh, fuck. This is going to make things a lot more difficult for me.
No.
Yes, it is.
Maybe.
That's not no maybe. It fucking will.
We'll see.
We'll see. Stop with your cryptic bullshit, hippie!
How can we sober him up?
You can't. There's no way.
I have something for you.
Just out with it already at this point. We're not going to get any fucking farther than this.
You said that twice already. What
Just-
do you have
He
for him?
interrupted me the first time.
Yeah, because you two... Anyway,
Bowie.
Go on.
Bowie.
I was, before this, I was at a house party.
Okay.
Hunting.
Obviously, okay.
Which is why I am...
Yes,
As I am.
They had to have... they took acid, obviously.
I gave them acid, but that's neither here nor there. I was told...
Okay.
First by the mortal that hosted the party
Okay.
that a group of people were coming by with a rose lapel eerily similar to the one on the bikers,
That doesn't
pushing hard drugs. And as soon as I got here, and I open up my phone, and I didn't see those two messages. Sorry, I didn't get a notification. And my sire reached out to me,
Okay.
informed me that TPD was having a coke raid at this house. And he wasn't there, but he confirmed that Unbound were found trafficking this substance. He told me of the rose patch. These guys are getting ballsy.
Oh, yeah, they are. So...
And that's not my...
Fuck.
That's not my forte. I'm not... That's not my drug of choice, if you will. Less stimulants, more
Well, shit.
hallucinogenics.
As
Sorry, is this
Those bikers
you know, the ones
from
that
the other night,
punched Timothy
Yeah.
the shootout,
in the shootout.
Yeah.
They're all-
same group.
Yeah, they're behind all this apparently. Well, with the drug trafficking. Which means, when it comes to that, both of you are going to have to take care of it.
Why me?
You really think I'm going to go and... Look, I've dealt with a lot of shady people, alright? And if I go there, not only do I fuck up any reputation that I even have here, but they can come back. It can come back to me, because you want to know why? You want to know the M16s that those fuckers had were mine. I sold it to them. It's not that hard to point a finger at someone because of, hey, we'll give you an offer for this.
Sounds like a you problem.
If there's
Why?
no one's left, there's no one to point fingers towards.
What are you suggesting?
And that's
Wait.
a lot easier to deal with.
Are-
With 3,
Are these
4 kindred versus just 2.
4.
Alice.
Oh, fucking her. Okay.
She's capable.
Oh, I'm not doubting that.
She's seen me at
While this conversation is
my
going
worst.
on, Estrella, you receive an email.
Ding, ding. I checked.
You can see that it is from the.
I'll laugh.
wrote it down.
I'll laugh. It's the whiskey place.
It is the whiskey.
Ah,
I just can't remember the name of it.
I remember cowboy powder or something.
It's Cowboys something.
Cowboy powder is the name
Wait,
of the
whiskey.
drink.
That's the name of the whiskey.
What's the other one? Wait, where's my letter? Oh, here it is. It's Cowboys powder. Yeah. No, wait, no. It's
That's the name of the
That's
drink.
the name of the drink.
Cowboys beverages.
Cowboys Beverages. Yeah, the email is from Cowboys Beverages. As you open it, it says, "We do apologize that we have missed our meeting yesterday,
Oh,
But-
shit, I totally forgot.
Whoa.
but
Oh,
we do look forward to rescheduling with you. Our representatives are currently unavailable this week, but if you would like to schedule a time next week to discuss business with us, we would greatly appreciate it."
Why is that? They gotta hire new representative? No, I don't know. Huh, weird.
What?
I completely forgot I had a meeting with these guys from this distillery.
Motherfucker.
What?
It was them. Why else would it? The two bikers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
think
let me
they
get,
know Estrella.
Can I get the time frame real quick? So Sunday was when all this happened, right? They were supposed to meet with me Sunday or Monday?
Monday.
Oh.
But considering the fact that they missed their thing, it had to have involved them at some capacity.
I mean, how can we be so sure? I mean, what if it's purely coincidence? I mean,
Nothing goes by pure coincidence when it comes to kindred.
I'd like to open up the website
Okay.
for Cowboys Beverages.
Mhm.
Any rows on it. Anywhere.
Yes, so you see that the logo for the Cowboys... Was it?
Cowboys
the
Beverages.
whiskey.
beverages.
No, the
Cowboy
whiskey.
powder.
Cowboy powder. The insignia has a very similar rose to it.
Similar or identical? To the
Very-
one I got from...
Oh, from
Bowie.
the lapel? Oh, no, from Bowie?
Yeah.
No, it's similar.
And the lapel that I saw?
The lapel, it's nearly identical.
And like as these two are going back and forth about like the coincidences or whatever, I don't know if you hear me, but I kind of chime in and be like, looking at the and I like zoom in on the bottle of whiskey
Mm-hmm.
and I show it to you. and then I show it to you,
Okay.
to Estrella and Bowie. This is a good case. This is very nearly identical to the one I saw at the party tonight.
So,
There has to be some... That was an unbound occurrence at the party.
so maybe they have their own...
That is
As weird as it sounds, maybe they have
That
their own
is a-
hierarchy.
one hell of a coincidence.
So, and considering the fact that let's say for argument's sake that the cam are moving in and they're starting with O'Malley's first.
Good. Sorry. That's me. I apologize.
I
am Camarilla.
I know this, but
What
it
do
still
you-
just aggravates me. You have to understand, it aggravates me. Because I don't want them moving in here.
No,
You can praise them.
I enjoy Tucson as it is.
You're not going to like it when my idea is going, but go on.
No, that's it. I enjoy Tucson as it is. Sure, there's some upsides for the Camarilla being here,
Okay.
but there's also downsides.
So then, could I count on you for support?
I don't think I'm in the right headspace to be
Well-
making decisions like this.
Oh, come
My
on.
friend.
I understand that, but just for hypotheticals, we'll say, well, I'll let you sleep on it, but if you were more in a sane mind, could I say I have your support? Could I make
So-
that assumption?
Support.
Yeah. Things are rolling, baby. I'm gonna do it.
You want to claim a barony. For what part of town?
Tucson.
Yes, but what? Tucson.
Yeah. Districts come later, obviously, but someone has to start somewhere.
That is very... That's not very common
I know.
for the Anarchs.
It's great, isn't it? It's amazing.
That could pose a lot of problems.
So do the Camarilla in their own way. So it's just a matter of
Lesser of two evils?
sad truth. It's either, hey, you could either have, again, as I mentioned, district, huh?
Question. And this is just me as my character. Because I'm looking through...
As
through
Estrella?
Yeah, I'm looking through your homework.
Sick. I'm glad you're studying.
So then, Tucson doesn't have any barons or princes.
No.
That's up in Phoenix.
Yeah, there's a prince up in Phoenix.
So then you want to be a baron to Tucson.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If you look through the terms, I think Baron is on there, on the third or fourth page. I'm not 100% sure,
And I
but a
think,
Baron's like the Anarch equivalent, kind of. Normally, baronies are like relegated to sections of a city.
like districts.
Yeah.
So for an example, if I wanted...
It's not,
Okay,
but it
that's
is on
fine.
that second page.
So
about,
for an example
domains.
of what
Mhm.
to piggyback on Charlie. So let's say if I wanted to make a district where we'll say it starts with your business and ends with mine, like that little bit of a block, maybe wider or longer, however the case may be, that would be mine. That would be considered my barony. However, since nothing is claimed, I'm going to claim all of it. And during that time,
Whoa.
to the people that I can trust, that's when districts will start forming. But until then, all I have is you two.
So then,
I would say 3, but right now, I don't know how I feel about Alice just yet. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't even like this idea. Which is understandable, but,
It is very understandable.
if you're just gonna be the Baron,
Yep.
at some point do you become the prince?
No.
No.
How does
Do
that
I look
happen?
like some sort of like silver spoon in my mouth kind of person to you?
Again, I know
Estrella,
nothing about
Estrella,
this.
Estrella. Barony and princedom.
Two different things.
Two different. A princedom is a single figure with their courts of selected kindred laying claim to generally an entire city, like up in Phoenix. There's a princedom up there, and that would be Prince Heskel Ozul.
Hold on.
I can spell that for you. Heskal Ozul.
Blue.
Yeah. No.
No, almost
no.
blue.
Azul. E is blue. I
Yeah, this is
Azul.
Ozul.
thought it was an A. Well, whatever. I'm not.
A is blue. I thought you said Ozul.
Yeah, it is Ozul.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I was correcting her.
Right.
It's Azul.
Yeah, for Azul.
So,
okay.
It's Ozul.
since
But sorry, let me.
no, go ahead.
I finish?
No, go on, hippie. Come on, I gotta mess with
A
you.
barony is similar to an extent where generally it's not an entire city, but a district of a city. And there are multiple barons per city. So there could be someone that holds barony over
Okay,
the
so-
foothills. There's a baron that holds over
So it's just
downtown.
like sections.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But they're not. They have a. The barons have a honestly interesting relationship with each other.
Yep.
Where it's still a power struggle in like instead of entire towns and entire cities, it could be a couple blocks, an entire domain, if you will.
See,
It just-
see. And I'm like writing down in my little notepad all this.
So,
Just-
for an
just to
example,
have-
like if I really wanted to, I could make you Baron to downtown. But that comes later, as I mentioned. Right now, I think it's time for me to fly high with this. Because if the Camarilla's moving in, I have to make my move.
You have to
The only reason
stake your claim.
Yep. Because if I don't,
But if you don't stake your claim with enough support, no prince is going to recognize you.
right now this I can give two shits what the prince thinks. Right now my concern is the Blood Roses. If they are pushing this,
Understandable.
and then maybe once I get some recognition for that, branch out a bit more. Maybe there's a few others that maybe didn't like.
Have I told you my plan?
No, you haven't. You just said you were gonna do something. Considering the fact that,
Yeah.
you're chasing the magic dragon, as they say.
I usually say stuff like that.
Yeah.
My goal at the moment is as stereotypical as it sounds.
Okay.
I wish to open a gallery.
Does the gallery have to involve what you were basically entranced with or what happened to Raymond?
Not overtly. I have a small interest in that.
Okay.
Regardless, the gallery, my plan
Alright.
is to form what some people would call a rose garden, a location for... I can tell you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A location, Estrella, for Toreador of both factions, of all factions, to... This isn't written in... No, this isn't written.
He's
She's
explaining.
like,
it.
this is not in my homework.
A place for... Let me explain. Toreador kind of see themselves as clan first, anarch, Camarilla second.
Yep.
We don't outwardly fight each other. We don't hold wars. We are all kindred that all appreciate the finer things in life, be it whatever medium they choose. Our wars are generally fought with ghouls, but not in the way you would think. It's poetry reading, it's art competitions, it's acting,
Which is why it's hard to distinct from, at least from my personal experience, whether or not they are anarch or Camarilla.
You can't tell the difference?
No, I can't, because, like you said, finer things in life. I'm not... That's not me! And clearly! You may tell the difference because, again, they're your clan.
It's night and day.
Apparently it was Raymond.
Excuse me?
What? Huh? No,
The fuck you just say?
Anyways.
No. What the hell did you just say?
Nothing.
She doesn't know. You know she doesn't know.
That doesn't mean she
I
gets to
don't
throw
know.
that fucking name around.
Did you even hear me?
Yeah, you heard her.
Oh.
So let's just get one thing straight. Alright? I'm sorry you have to hear this, Charlie, but you're going to.
Just hi.
You'll remember. I'm sure he'll remember.
I'm like actively writing notes. Like I'm writing my part of the conversation, your guys' part of the conversation, your reactions to things, like your facial
I'm gonna be
features.
very blunt with you. Okay? You're gonna hate me for it. Calcifer should have fucking died. Let me finish. He should have died because of what he's known, he knows about you. Okay? But because of the decision, I'll make this also very clear. I fucking hate him because of the fact that he lied. But I still cannot fault him for it completely, because if I were in his position and I were human, and if that was gonna get me saved, I would fucking do it in a heartbeat.
So why are you taking it out on me?
Because, as I said, he should have fucking died. But I made the fucking decision, and I had to watch him, and I had to watch Raymond die.
You know what? I was perfectly fine without the two of you in my life, because if I'd never met the two of you, none of this would have happened.
It was
I
still,
was fine.
you mentioned to you when it came to your door. Yes, Charlie.
Don't you find it strange? Like, this doesn't... I've been thinking about this for the past couple nights.
If you're gonna insult me like she's
No. Don't you think it's strange that Calcifer lied to Estrella, saying that he was Raymond,
I do find that very odd. and
when
that
it
some-
was Estrella talking? Don't you think he would want her to know that it was him? That doesn't... I've been trying to figure that out this
Kid's
entire
got a good
time.
point.
It doesn't make sense.
He wasn't Gould then.
No. He had no idea what was going on. Well, I mean, he didn't know what was going on in this situation. It just, something's not adding up.
I have a
What are you trying
much
to say?
better. I have a,
No, it's just, I think it's strange that Calcifer lied to you to save himself.
Yeah. Granted.
Why wouldn't he? He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know
Humans still lie regardless.
what we were talking about.
Well, again, humans will lie.
But why would he lie to his owner?
I mean, don't you
his
think
friend?
he was maybe fed some like weird information?
How about we go ask him? Huh? How about we go ask him right now? Bring him in here.
I'd like to
I
sit.
don't think this is a perfect
No, this is
opportunity
sit
or
at
anything.
Estrella's table or chair.
Okay.
My boss chair?
Yeah, and then just like slowly spread like myself out on your desk.
All
It's
right.
my workspace.
Go on. Come on. Bring him in here.
Slide my cheek against your desk itself. Eyes closed with like the dumbest fucking smile on my face.
Come on.
I look to my left and I see a little bottle of disinfectant. Use that later.
Come on. Bring him in here. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him.
Fine.
Thank
Fine.
you. Thank you, Estrella.
I can get him.
Don't think.
Oh.
I can
Do
get
you bring
him.
your head up from the
Yeah,
table?
I shoot it up. Like I can.
Why do you want?
I'm not feeling useful right now.
So you want to do this, kid?
Okay, go get him then. He likes you anyway.
Without another word, I just slowly like feeling each individual vertebrae separating
Just-
from the chair,
Oh.
like just
Yeah.
Yeah.
slow motion. I'm just. I stand up.
Aren't you gonna tell him to move a little faster? I mean,
I look
He's
to
high.
you
Estrella.
seem very adamant about this.
Oh, yeah, but again, your establishment, so I'm making it clear to you. He's high off his fucking rocker. Alright? And let's not forget, you still fucking owe me!
I realize that Estrella's not looking at me.
Mhm.
I look to Bowie, nod my head, and I just walk out the door. Like I'd like to imagine I was staring at Estrella for like a solid like 20 seconds.
Yeah. No acknowledgement.
Nothing. I was like, all right. And then I go out to get
Yep.
Calcifer.
You make your way out. You grab Calcifer. You can see the bar is pretty busy at this point, but he kind of like flags down Crystal, and he follows you.
I give Crystal a like. I have a hunch. I'm not sure. I'm not certain.
But it's
But they're
raising suspicion.
operating on a very similar
Yeah,
wavelength at a
super-
similar
super-
intensity.
Yeah.
I give her a knowing like smile and a nod, and then turn around, like not even waiting for a response.
Yeah.
Like I make sure we see each other.
Mhm.
I smile,
You
nod,
acknowledge it, and then
just
move.
walk back in.
All right. Yeah. So Calcifer kind of follows you into the.
Before we walk in, I'd like to like stop Calcifer with like a hand on his shoulder and be like, "I'm gonna warn you." As I like hand on like his cheek,
Just
not like slap, but like
yeah.
from
just,
like shoulder to like cheek, and then like I wrap it around his head and turn him and be like, "It's a little tense in there."
he's like
And then I turn his head back forward and then push him
whew.
and then lead him into the room.
All right. You see this Calcifer
Resume my seat.
I just have a question.
Mhm.
Since he's Gould right now, right?
Mhm.
What does that mean exactly? I mean, does he?
So he's compelled to listen to your will.
He also gets
Parts
one
of
of
her
your
powers.
disciplines.
Yeah, it's.
then
I already
one-
have it written down. It's
So then-
her Dominion one or whatever.
Well, it depends. It could be either or, but it has to be like a first level ability.
Yeah.
I said my will.
So, I have one thing.
Your discipline.
You're just
So like I have Auspex and Presence. It's that first page on the bottom.
Yeah.
You can give him one of those level 1 abilities.
So while he's Gould, then is it like I don't know.
For the sake
I mean,
of storytelling, I'll tell you and see what you think about it. I wrote in there.
does he listen to anyone?
You-
Like anyone
well, I mean, he'll listen
other
to.
than me?
If you give him a command, he will listen to
obey.
it.
Yeah, he will obey it, regardless.
But if I walk up, I mean, it depends on how the storyteller role plays it. But
Yeah.
like, it could be he's feeling like not necessarily abandoned by not being in the same room as you, but it could be something to that effect. So you could justify that
his like resilience against a
that
command.
I walked up to him and was like, Estrella wants to see you.
Mhm.
She has something to discuss with you.
Yeah, so that
You'd
could
be like, yes,
yeah.
because
so
it's
as
you.
long as it's in reference to me.
Or
Or
if
in
it's from you
vicinity.
specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just curious. I didn't know how. Yeah.
Ghouling is weird.
So at this
From
point,
what I've
Calcifer is standing in the room with you all.
I'm laying back down on the table.
I
The
stand up.
same motion I did before.
Yeah, just
I stand up and I said, "Have a seat, Calcifer."
Don't scare him too much, okay?
so he kind of sits down on the couch that's in the
Now,
office.
I want you to be as honest as possible, right? Okay. That night, when your lovely boss decided to save you, okay? You made the claim that you were my employee. Why is that?
I don't remember making a claim.
Yeah.
Calcifer, remember, damn it.
Me, I'm. It's very hard for me to forget.
So, I'm assuming you had to have recognized your boss's voice that night, right?
I mean, sure. I guess you could say I could recognize her voice in some sense of the word.
Okay. Now, if that were the case, if you... I can feel myself getting a little angry as I think more on it.
Mhm.
So wouldn't you want her to know that it was you and not my employee?
That was the first voice I heard in hours.
Okay. But that doesn't add up. The kid here brought up a very good point.
As I'm sprawled out.
Yeah, as he's like fucking...
Just like slowly rubbing in like a
The
circular
desk?
motion,
Yeah.
feeling like the grain pattern.
Ooh, beautiful.
Ooh, what kind of desk is it actually?
Mahogany.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'm feeling that
Yeah,
grain structure.
Yes. So he brought up a good point that if you had recognized her voice, why wouldn't you want her to know that it was you?
I wasn't thinking particularly about an individual.
Particularly.
How'd you feel if someone tied you to a chair and held you there for hours?
Oh, honey, the stories I could tell you make your hair turn gray. But that's besides the point.
I poke my head up.
Hold on. You're telling me that because you've suffered through worse, that my anguish doesn't matter?
How much have you felt in terms of anguish? Was this your first time? Was there more instances? Maybe... No, I won't go that far. What?
You see, like, anger is in his face. The first time I felt pain,
Hmm?
I'm a 28-year-old gay male
I understand that.
living in a conservative state.
Deep.
I've dealt with pain in many different ways in my life.
I'm like tearing up because I love Calcifer.
Then there's blood going down your face.
Oh, no,
then.
no, no. I'm
It's
not
forming.
crying.
It's
It's
forming
just like
then.
glazed eyes.
It's forming then. Okay. All right.
I've had a fair share. But that was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life.
All right. So then, stop dancing around the fucking question
Hey,
and
Bowie.
answer me. No! I need to know why. If I have to come to you to ask him, I will. But let me do it my own fucking way.
No, look, I understand that you're upset, but also he's been through his own struggles too, and this was very traumatic for him. Remember, he's human, okay? So let's all calm down.
You're asking me why I pretended to be someone else.
Yes. Were you told to do it? Did they put something in your head to make it to where...
Calcifer, why
Kind of
did
just
you
looks at you. And,
why did you say you were Raymond when I asked you? I mean, obviously you know my voice. Why did you say yes to being Raymond?
I didn't say yes.
I told you... Hold on, side note. Real quick. Was it
It was one for
One
no,
for ye-
or
one
it was
for yes,
one
two
for
for
yes,
no.
2 for no for Raymond.
For yes. You said yes. I asked you 1 for yes, 2 for no.
I screamed no.
You screamed no. You can't fucking follow orders, can you? At this point, it's very, very prominent that my hand is with the gun is shaking.
Hold on.
I'm like
okay.
humming some like.
Show too.
I mean,
Show tune.
it's some kind of tune, but I don't know the source. I'm sure neither of you know the source. Just aimlessly.
Yeah.
I'm like looking. Is the window behind your desk? Do you have a window in your desk?
No.
Like-
It's like desk on the wall, couch, chair, door,
So there's no
window on
windows.
door.
Yeah. So
Oh, there's no like
windows.
outside.
Correct.
Oh God, what am I looking at? I am.
I don't know.
Well, he's while he's off on his own
I'm
little
staring
thing.
at like the short stack of papers, like not looking at what's written on it, but
Yeah.
the amounts
Okay.
that's on. Like I'm counting. I'm trying to count as I'm like
It's
humming some,
it's a
like-
fairly thick stack.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Bowie,
I lose count
just-
often.
Just chill out, okay? Put yourself in his position. I know it's probably been a while, but put yourself in his position, please. I mean, he's a kid. Well, not a kid, but he's... he was scared. What do you expect? He's a human who was scared.
Like there's certain things that are. I'm hearing her, but things are
Yeah.
ticking in my head, and I aim at him.
You can see as he like
Put that gun away!
he kind of like holds himself and he's like, if you think I should have died the other day, then might as well take me out now, right?
Fuck no. I jumped
So
in front.
swear.
No.
Give me your word that you were meaning to say no, and you were not lying that day. Maybe I'll give you some mercy.
I was not lying!
Next time, I'll do it. But it goes to show you that you have to follow many things. Considering now what you are, consider this a small lesson complimentary of Bowie. Now you can deal with him.
You can see as he kind of like is looking down, not really paying attention.
Just taking notes.
She's making a note of it.
I'll write a note. Meanwhile, mahogany.
Cal, are you
I'm
okay?
like trying to count the stack of papers while also at the same time counting how many like striations in the wood.
Are there?
It's very confusing.
It's an old desk. It was my father's desk.
It's very confusing. I'm losing count
Calcifer
on this.
looks at you
losing
and-
Are
count
you
on
okay,
that.
Cal?
I'd like to go home.
Okay. Do you need me to call you a ride?
Kind of just shakes his head.
Are you gonna be okay though? Do you just want to stay up in my place? I would prefer you stay up in my place right now.
Says his eyes are kind of low, and I'd like that
Okay. I give him the keys to my
apartment.
yeah. Cause that whole floor is mine.
He takes the keys and opens the door.
As he leaves, of course, there is now a round in the chamber, but just to show Estrella, I remove the magazine, pull the slide out to where the round lands on the floor, table, whatever. Let there be a lesson to you two. Don't fuck with me.
You know what, Bowie? Don't
Yeah?
fuck with me. Cause that was totally unnecessary,
Oh, it was necessary.
uncalled
It
for.
was completely
this is
necessary.
my establishment.
I don't fucking
He had no
care.
idea. I had no idea, so you can't blame either one of us.
I can, and I just did. Alright?
How am I supposed to know? I was left in the dark for years, for
Wanna know why?
112 years.
You wanna know why? You really wanna know why?
Yes, why, Bowie? Why? Tell me now.
Whether or not you want to believe me or
I'm
whatever,
looking for my brass knuckles.
and whatever the kid tells you in his homework, right? Ignorance isn't bliss. The ivory tower or the anarchs do not care if you didn't know. What I just did to him, nothing could be compared to what happened to anyone else here. I showed him the harsh reality that is being a kindred, and to being a ghoul to a kindred. Yes, he is protected, and because of the fact that if he does die by anybody, Kid, I know you're fucking high, but can you at least agree with me on this?
The
That
second he says kid, I'm like,
that
Yes,
let's
what?
say a kindred kills a ghoul that's not theirs, right? Like let's say if I did shoot Calcifer, wouldn't that be considered was it a cardinal sin or whatever? Like it can come haunt me in the future because it's technically protection.
It's complicated. Ghouls are technically a breach of the masquerade still.
Yeah.
Because they're still human.
Mhm.
They're still mortal. But they know about the kindred society. But in the Camarilla, it's tolerated to an extent. You are to remain accountable. I feel like it's been a debate since the 1500s. It's last I heard, at least with the Camarilla,
Yeah.
you still need permission to ghoul,
Mm-hmm.
and that's usually seen as a stepping stone to the embrace. Get them integrated to an extent into the world we live. But like I said, it's been a subject of debate for many centuries.
Right.
There's no right or wrong answer. It just depends on the prince and
That's
their
also
stances
true.
on it.
I hope you know also why I'm doing this, Charlie. It's not just because of on a whim.
You've had run-ins with the Camarilla.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want to tell you everything, but let's just say I had to leave because of the Camarilla. Because I was lied to. Hence why I came to Tucson. It's free ground.
Where did you come from?
I came from California.
Part?
When I was a kid, I grew up in parts of LA. When I got older,
When you were embraced.
when I was embraced,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's there anymore. So no, I was embraced at a military encampment. Joined up when I heard Pearl Harbor was bombed, like most people.
Patriotic duty.
Yep. So
Hard to do as a kindred. Lots of daytime operations.
not the way we operated. Airdrops, night ops, perfect. When my sire saw that I had potential, he said I could give you a choice, but I fear you wouldn't accept it. He explained to a degree, and I said I will do what I can to make sure it doesn't happen on American soil. And that's the last thing I remember of that night. Ever since then...
Were you present during the Anarch Uprising?
No. I was in Normandy. I wasn't on the beaches, but I was part of small detachments to take care of some of the gun placements involving the beaches.
Airborne.
Yep.
101st? 82nd?
We're our own thing. This hush hush, but if we had to ask, we were part of the Screaming Eagles. But we had our own patch and everything. Which is why I have this, and I show him the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
This was a way to identify us. Not just the regiment.
And honestly, as he presented the small necklace, instinctively, I reached forward and I grabbed it.
Okay.
I pull you ever so slightly, but I am
All right.
observing every last detail, trying to... A little drab, but it suits you as I release it.
Yes, well, apparently it suited us well up until the 60s.
The night continues with the three of you exploring Kenneth's past, as well as relaying information to Estrella for what she strongly needs to consider going forward. You reference being mindful of her actions. The night ends with the three of you leaving the office. Estrella, you express your gratitude to both of them.
Not surprising. Considering what I just did.
The last thing I say before I walk out is, you have my number. If you have any questions, anything that I didn't include in that, honestly,
Book?
very, very, very small glimpse into the Kindred Society. If you have any questions, just ask.
Am I still going to get weekly homework?
Do you want weekly homework?
I think that'd be fun to do.
Estrella, you let both Bowie and Charles know that you will be in contact with them.
Alright, guys. This has been quite a night. I appreciate you mentally being here and him halfway there. But
Oh, I was here.
He was there.
I was
Okay.
very much here.
well, I appreciate it. I'll let you all know if I need anything. Thank you. And Bowie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't know any of this, and
No
I'm
one does.
sorry.
I'm going to put a hand on Estrella's shoulder and be like, apologies can only get you so far.
Yeah.
Show it with action.
Which is why I did what I did to Calcifer.
You'll understand. And I like squeeze her shoulder slightly,
Mhm.
let go, and then walk out.
Redeeming factor. That's all I'll say. Eyes open, ears up. And then I make my way out.
Okay. Alright.
The three of you make your separate ways to your homes as you reflect upon tonight's events. Oh. Are you reflecting?
Is anyone awake?
At the
my
house? Yes, you see the one of the lights are on. It's your sister's room.
The first light, then, on the second floor. I'm going to knock on the door. Nicole, you busy?
Opens the door. You see it's your sister.
Saucers.
He goes,
I'm fine. I'm fine.
"Are you sure?
I...
Do you need toast or something?"
Orange juice when I wake up, but other than that, I'm fine.
Are you okay? I
just
want to make
wanna
sure you're
talk.
okay.
Let's talk
Okay.
for Around what time is it?
By the time you guys get back, it's like 3:30, almost 4.
10 minutes. 15 minutes? An hour?
If you need to talk, we can talk. It's no trouble.
I'm gonna like grab her by her shoulders and
You
push
just-
her back
like-
slightly, and then close the door, and then we're just gonna start bullshitting about random stuff.
The two of you have a very sibling-esque conversation.
Yeah, for about half hour.
Yeah.
Then I go to sleep, or I go back to my room, do a little bit more research, then
Right
go to
before you
sleep.
pass out?
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to do before you rest for?
And it's almost 4 in the morning.
Yeah, roughly.
I take the article that I took out of the newspaper.
Mhm.
I go to my room, pull out a small scrapbook of different articles that are completely fucking dated, but they all have meanings to him.
Mhm.
He finds a vacant spot, glues the paper, puts the article on it, and closes it.
That's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we'll be back next week for another episode. Take care.